Let's go, everybody. How's everybody doing? We're going to have a great day today. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Higher Standard 710 on YouTube and Twitch. Higher Standard on Kick. Don't forget it, guys. Check us out there if you're not here. We're trying to blow up the Kick. We're at 100 people on Kick. I'm trying to get some more subscribers. Noah's gave me 5. If I get some more views and subscribers, I could actually get verified on Kick where we can start getting some money rolled in. So that is the goal, guys. But watch me where you can, and I hope you guys enjoy it, guys. We got a great sesh today, guys. Let me explain everything real quick before we get into it. Let me show you the Discord because our Discord is popping off. Again, special thanks to Colombian who helped set that up because we're having a great time. We're creating a great community here. I'm loving all you guys. We're having a great time talking, communicating, getting high, even in all of our different ways and different views on life. We're all the same people who love to get high and have a good time. That being said, guys, I did not like that lemon cherry, whatever the fuck it was. So I swooped up a whole bunch of new shit, guys. We got diamonds for days, guys. Look at all this shit. Platinum grapes, lemon cherry gelato, blue alien kush, apple sundae. That's only 4 of them. We got 4 more. What up, Noah?
What up? What up? What up?
I'm showing everybody what we got here. We got 8 different strains here. We also got Kush Face Off, Purple Octane, Gelato Dreams, and Space Gelato.
Sound fire.
Then we got all these ones over here. I already just kind of showed. It was the Blue Alien Kush, Platinum Grapes, Apple Sundae, and Lemon Cherry Gelato.
Fire. Fire. Fire.
So I got kind of fucked here because they all said they were $10. And these were, I think, like $13. So again, they kind of snuck that one in on me. I got to work on these guys and their pricing. They mark it once and they ring you up in another because these were both marked at $10, and this one actually was $10 out the door, and this one ended up being $13 out the door. So I got to keep an eye on Stizzy. But other than that, it did pretty good. So we got 8 grams for about $100, $97. Not too bad.
That's badass. That's a good deal. Fuck.
Yeah. Which one should I do? So all these ones over here for this company has sugar and diamonds. I've never had this company before.
We should do that one for.
That's what I'm gonna do because I've had the astronauts all the time, and I love these guys. I'm gonna probably get more of these, but I got so sick of that other company. I wanted to swoop something new. Which one do you think I should try? So we got 2 sugars and we got 4 diamonds. The 2 sugars are Platinum Grapes and Face Off Kush.
I say do the grape one first.
You like the grapes, maybe?
Yeah,
And then these are
the
diamonds. Purple Octane, Lemon Cherry Gelato, Apple Sundae, and Blue Alien Kush.
Ooh, blue alien.
What to do? What to do? Since I have more of these diamonds, I might save these 2 sugars. And I'm going to pick one of these diamonds. That way I have 2 sugars over here. I still got 2 sugars. I still got my 2 astronauts. And then I've got 4 of these diamonds. I think I'm going to try these diamonds first, to be honest with you. Because I'm going to be mad if I end up smoking that sugar and I don't like the diamonds. I always like to try to save some of the better for that. Usually a sugar ain't going to be too bad.
Yeah, sugar is mostly pretty good.
Which one do you think I should do? The Blue Alien Kush or the Apple Sundae or Lemon Cherry Gelato or Purple Octane?
Or apple sundae.
Apple Sundae it is.
Little apple first dab of the day, right? Apple.
Dude, oh, and check this out, guys. I usually don't swap my rigs out after one day, but the snafu's getting put in the dishwasher, getting cleaned. I'm pulling out the T. Schmitty since I got a new extracts and I don't want to dab that fucking my water sometimes gets flavored, so I don't want to have to worry about that.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, God damn it.
Big God, you got those cheap dabs. Yeah. All right, so this one, check this out, guys. Coming in at 93% THCA, 84% THC. This is the thing I was talking about the other day. So I think they take your THCA and they activate it possibly, and then you end up with 84%. I don't know which way it goes. That doesn't make sense because it starts out at THCA.
What is the difference with THA?
Well, it always starts out as THCA. That is a non-activated THC compound. It's meant to be smoked. So most of your flower is going to be it. Unless your flower gets old and shit, it'll start getting some THC developing in it. But in general, it's THCA. And so most of the stuff you smoke, you dab, all that shit's THCA. Once you activate it, turn it into a distillate or something you can eat, it turns into, just THC.
That's right. Hey, but congrats on your 20 years, my boy.
Thank you. Alright,
It's
guys,
hard.
let's
It's hard to not. I don't think. I think that the to be in a relationship for 20 years. I think the odds for that nowadays is rare.
that's what Dank said. Dank says I'm the youngest guy he knows, 20 years married. We've been together for, 22 years,
Because I
so
feel
we've been
like
together longer than
because
that.
like
I don't know where
because
Mark is. He might be gaming. Mark's a big gamer now.
but I feel like you're like one of like my grandfather and like my grandmother. Like you guys always had like you know how sometimes you butt heads, but at the end of the day, you're always gonna be there for them because they know that they love you and you love them. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying with
Well, my
yeah.
grandmother, they did this dance at our wedding, and it was the every 10 years, if you've been married, you gotta get off the floor, and they wanted to see who the longest couple was on the floor, and my grandparents was out there for I think they were married 75 years. They were the last people on the
Holy
floor,
fuck.
and my grandfather made it to be 100 years old, and, my grandmother said, "What's the secret?" And my grandmother said, "I never knew I couldn't I never knew I could get a divorce." That's what my grandmother said.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Never knew I could get a divorce. All right, check this shit out, guys. This is intense, guys. This is diamonds. No wonder they call it diamonds. No wonder it's fucking 80. I'm glad I thought I had the sugar. When you said sugar, I thought I shoved the sugar. Check out these diamonds. These diamonds are fire. Bam.
Yeah.
It's a
It
fucking
looks like
chunk.
it looks like a honey, you know, like when they get the honey out of the comb, like the this little thing.
Oh, it totally. Look at that. Let's see if I can
Looks like some
balance.
honey. I like that color.
Ooh. Got terps. Ooh, definitely probably fake
Okay.
terps. Thank you, Justin. How you doing? Thank you, Clara.
This was a fake terps. I love
Thank you.
it. I love Nick. He already knows. He's like, he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're fake. I can just tell. The fake terps have this like sweet smell. Every single one of them has this like no matter what fucking well, the thing is what you guys don't
So
know
what
and what
is
I
like terps? Do they just put it like they just put like little things in the big ass jar, right? Like the like you know how they have a jar of diamonds, and do they put the like terp like terps in it, whatever? Like they like you know
Yeah, well, yeah, they it's a percentage ratio. Usually it's on a low percent, 3 to 5, maybe 6 at best. So you don't want a lot, and some people put way too much terps in. These fake terps are horrible. Also, what they don't account for is usually when they add terps, they ain't accounting that there possibly is a percent or 2 of terps in here. So when you add it, you put way too many in here. Also also, the terps come in different types of terps. There's very expensive terps that come in these big silver containers. My one shop used you got some really cheap ones in some plastic containers, and, like, no matter what, I never really was a big fan of them. And I was the one I put terps in it because I made vape pens, I added terps to my distillate and shit, but I never, ever, 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 ever added terps to my diamonds and shit because I just hated how it ended up tasting when you dabbed it. When you're in a vape pen situation, your vape pen burns hot and weird, it offsets it, sometimes you need a little more terps, but man, when you're
so that's what
dabbing it, it's just not that
so
good.
they add a lot of terps into those cartridges, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, every cartridge almost has terps because most of them are made out of a distillate. Once you make a distillate, it's a activated THC. So again, it's better to eat it, but
So
that's what they do with it, and then they add the terps to get your flavor.
so even that one company, you do you have that company where you live a plug-in pen? Like you know like those people they it's like the cartridge plug-in pen, that company. They're like big as Stacy. They're not Stacy's
They
big, but
murder. They don't spray diamonds. These are diamonds. You wouldn't spray
I
diamonds.
think he said caviar. I think he said
Oh, they
caviar. I
spray
don't know.
caviar. Yeah, I don't know about caviar. This ain't
I don't
caviar.
even
These are just
I don't even
diamonds.
smell caviar. I don't even trust that shit. Fucking
Yeah,
caviar.
these are just like a slushy diamonds.
That shit looks nice, man.
But yeah, you'd never spray it because you got to get an exact percentage in it. Trust me, dude. I worked in labs. If you just randomly are spraying extracts on it, you're gonna get fucking people over at that point.
You're gonna get
But
fucked. Everybody,
no, I
everybody's
mean,
gonna be laced. Everybody's gonna be.
it's got to be a way lower percentage than most people think, especially for terps. Yeah, the octane. I got to try that too, guys. I got so many goodies. I got so many goodies. That's another reason. Crush that like button, crush that subscribe button, hit that notification. You don't know when I'm gonna be busting these out. We got the apple sundae. But yeah, this shit is yeah, you wanna be very careful anytime you're adding terps, and again, I usually wouldn't, but I mean
I was gonna tell you, have you noticed anything with my face, or I shouldn't even said it. Fuck.
Oh, he shaved it. Oh, yeah, baby, you
I'm a
shaved.
firefighter now. I got a mustache. I'm a
Yeah,
firefighter.
you do look like a firefighter. Either a firefighter or in porn.
Porn, the porn stash. The porn stash.
Thank you, cannabis. In case you guys don't know, it's me and my wife's 20th anniversary today, married 20 years together, well over 24 or 22. Uh, and I'm pulling out a new rig here. Snafu's going to the side because I guess I still got some of these lemon cherry, that was fucking, what is it called? Black licorice shit.
You should just fucking. You should save that for God forbid, like one day if you you know what I mean. That day you're like, fuck, I got a dab.
I
Like
know.
fucking.
I actually might. That's actually a great idea. I might push it far, far away.
Let it sugar up. Let it sugar up somewhat.
So again, I pulled out a new rig with some clean water.
How big is like what is that? It's like how many inches is that? Like 6 inches? Was it 4 or 5?
Mm, maybe 5.
I like the size. I like that. It's badass. And the smoke
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, it's all fumed. It's got that yellow fuming. Thank you guys. I'm sorry I didn't get you the best pictures, honestly, because the pictures I posted was already on my wall. So it was hard to take pictures of those. My wife posted some better pictures in the Facebook group. I was taking pictures of my wall. Here, I'll come over here and show it to you guys since we're here. Ugh.
So you guys been going? You've been going on cruise for a while, then. You can't hear me, though. Fuck. Shit, you can't hear me.
This- That's my wife on her 20.
Hey, look at Nick, dude. Back then he looked fit, bro. Nick was like, mm, mm.
That one where I was her 21st birthday. I was with her on her 21st birthday. We also went into SeaWorld and swam with some beluga whales. We went to honeymoon was in Cayman Island. We got to do zip lining in Guatemala and Belize and Honduras. We went swimming with some stingrays. This entire thing, I made this for I believe either Christmas. I think I made it for our Christmas. This is all pictures of before Sebastian was with us. So this is kind of like our pre-Sebastian pictures, right before Sebastian came in. And then over on this wall, I got a whole bunch of pictures of Sebastian and the family, obviously.
That's right.
All right, guys, I hear you.
Just let me get high. Well, I'm gonna get a little high.
Can do.
All right, let's dab some of this shit, guys. The Apple Sunday Diamonds by Flower Company Premium Concentrates. $13 out the door. Thought it was 10. Totally fucked me over.
I've been doing good on my bets lately. Knock on wood.
Oh yeah.
And I tell people if you're betting sports, don't waste all your money, bro. That shit will take all your money.
Dude, my dad was a bad gambler.
My dad's a high roller. He's a diamond card. So this guy has the luckiest charms ever. Every time we go to Vegas every month, but his surgery went good. His
Oh
surgery went
yeah,
good, by the
awesome.
way.
Yeah, that's good, good, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
So he might get released early. That's crazy. That's a good sign. He get released tomorrow.
That's awesome to hear, bud.
Yeah. And I was talking to the nurses. I was messing around. I was like, be careful because he's single.
Nurses are like, that's the first time I've heard that one.
You know, like I was talking to a nurse. She's cool because like I like nurses. You know what I mean? I support the people in the hospital.
Well, murder, that swim with the beluga whales. I was at SeaWorld, and
What
so
is a
you're
beluga whale? What the fuck is that?
it's these white whales. Here, I'll show you.
Oh
Let me show you
yeah,
real
it's
quick.
a
I'll
white
show you
whale.
one more
No,
time. One more time.
it's okay, all right. The white whale. Oh hell no, bro. I'll be scared, bro. Nah, I'm joking. Imagine, bro. That shit would take me out. Little dwarf.
So with the beluga whales, you're at SeaWorld and you got to do a behind the scenes thing. It's really cool. So I got a whole bunch of pictures from it. So we got to see like these Arctic foxes, polar bears, seals, sea lions, penguins, and then for the beluga, and then finally we got to suit up into some swimsuits and get in with the beluga whales. Now that water is super duper cold for those beluga whales because they like it in like the Arctic. So we get in there, and when you get in the water, there's a platform that's like maybe up to our waist roughly. And it sticks out about 15, 20 feet. And then the beluga whales have a big drop off that goes way deep. And so you don't really swim with them. You just kind of hang in them. They'll come up and they'll pet them, hug them, and then they'll jump up and you get a push down on their head, and their head feels like jelly. It was pretty cool. So we swim with whales, stingrays, dolphins.
I'll be hey,
uh,
don't tell me a killer whale. I'm out. Fuck that
not a
shit.
not a killer whale yet.
That
But yeah, that was at SeaWorld years ago. I don't
shit's
even know if
fun.
SeaWorld does it anymore. That
Dude,
was back when SeaWorld would let you did the whole killer whale
that's San
shows and
Diego, right? Of
shit.
course, San
Yeah,
Diego.
that was in
See?
San Diego. Yeah. Yeah, we lived in San Diego for 5 years, roughly. We had year-long passes to SeaWorld. Like I said, we were just up the hill in Claremont, just up the hill. All right, loaded bowl, short john, short buns, turn on your vaporizer, just pour your beers, pour your shots, get your dabs ready. Let's do it.
Hey, Veggie, you gotta tell your boss to get off work. This guy is date night, bro. You think he's gonna stream, bro? He
Yeah,
ain't
I don't
streaming,
think
bro.
I'm streaming tonight.
He's not streaming, my boy. Hey,
Hey,
if
you
he
guys are lucky. You guys are lucky you got me now. I
his
actually
wife
asked her.
might leave.
I asked her before I got on. I said, "Can I stream?" And she thought about it for a second. She goes, "I'm
She
gonna
was
go
like,
take a nap." I said, "Okay, if you take a nap, I'm streaming."
okay. She's like, maybe if Noah's there, it's okay. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking. She's like, is Noah there? It's okay. No joking.
Yeah, murder. You should totally do it. And adventures are key. I take my kid on cruises, and he's a teenager now and doesn't smile as much. You know how teenagers are. But man, every time I take him on those dolphins, that kid has the biggest smile on his fucking face.
You know where you go like to Mexico? You know the whales and shit.
Yeah,
They fucking they birth theirs over there, like in like San Lucas or somewhere. I don't know if you know. There's like only certain places where whales still mate,
I
like
know.
because of, like of the cove, like the whatever. It's
Well,
okay.
they also harvest tuna down there. Hold on, let me grab one more thing real quick.
Alright. Hey, how's everybody doing? How's the chat doing, dude? About to take a dab for everybody.
Ugh, you got to see the kid though. Look at that smile. You can't fake that smile, baby. Uh, Yeah, Sebastian, I think he's rode dolphins 3 times so far. He wants to ride them every single time we take a cruise, but he ain't riding them this time. We're doing the
Don't you?
ATV excursion.
That's why I like when I like when growing up in the ocean, like growing up like watching my dad surf and shit. You would see like the dolphins and shit in the back, like in the ocean.
Yeah, we're gonna do this ATV one. We did the all-inclusive sailboat a few times and the dolphins, but you could do
That
different adventures.
Sebastian would like that one, the little ATV thing. That
Yeah,
shit's
he's
fun.
gonna like that one, so we're gonna be doing that one this term. All right, cheers, guys.
Hey, Veggie, make sure there's no alligators in where you're going.
All right, I'm dabbing this extra low. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, cheers.
Oh, way better than that other shit. Pretty positive though, it's still fake terps. They just have this taste and flavor. There's me hugging a dolphin. Uh, but yeah, it's always good. Do as much as you can. I always like that my wife always is kind of pushes me out there to do more things, because I'm quick to say like, yeah, I don't feel like doing it. But then after you do it, you're always like, yeah, that was cool.
That's why me and my pops we always jet ski. I can't wait when he gets back like into like you know what I mean recovery mode. So we're gonna go first thing to go hit hit the river and lake. Like that's cool. Like how you're you have a connection with your son, like how I have a connection with my dad. You know what I mean? Like how some people have a connection with their mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, me and Seb's real close. We're close enough where he's getting older. We get into we butt heads because we're that close.
That's chill.
uh,
It's like a good butt head. You know what I mean? You're like, damn it, dad, or damn it, dad. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Well, I told him take out the trash. All he has to do is take it down there and drop it down a chute, and he leaves it in the fucking trash room. I
Oh
caught him
my
today
god.
doing it. I walked in the trash room and saw the trash just sitting there. And then he's like, "It ain't my trash." I'm like, "I know what our trash looks like." Ah. But yeah, this
What
shit.
happened? Wait, did I lag or no? Am I back?
Yeah, you're fine.
All right. I think I got hacked by Russia for a second.
Oh, I believe it.
That
Damn, got them diamonds.
was my first dab of the day too. I was waiting for you.
My
That
first
shit
two.
hit. The first dab, like, it sucks, but it's the best.
Oh yeah. Hey, Big Perm, Murder Com, Drive By Veggie. Yeah. Oh, Ecam showing you gators. Yeah, let's do it. I want to see some gators.
I don't know how people boat and jet ski out in Florida while there's fucking alligators just chilling in the water. That's
Dude,
fucking
I went
crazy.
to a birthday party at a lake in Florida, and they had it roped off to protect the gators. And if you swim out to the buoys, there's a net that goes all the way to the bottom. And if you swim down to the bottom of the net, like 15, 20 feet, you'll see alligators on the other side of the net laying on the ground.
Just like chilling, like fucking, just fucking,
Well,
like
that's where they
sleeping
like
but chilling.
sleep or something. Yeah, they were
Yeah,
just, and they were pretty big, maybe 6 feet, 5, 6 feet. They weren't huge,
I'm good, my boy. Fuck that shit, bro.
but yeah, they'd have people, guards there, keep an eye on and make sure they ever got over. But that was the same year a moccasin, water moccasin, doesn't give a shit about the damn net. Swam over the net and was swimming right beside me, and everybody cleared the water, and I was way out there because I was a surfer, so I didn't mind going far. And I was way out there, and everybody cleared out and was like, and I'm in an inner tube, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing? I can't hear them. So I'm like, all right, I'll paddle back. I paddle back. I paddle back. I said, what? And they just said, get out of the water. Get out of the water. I get out of the water. They go, there is a water moccasin swimming beside you. And I turn and you see the water. As soon as I got out, the water moccasin turned away and started swimming back. And it was like a 7, 8 foot water moccasin. It was a huge fucking water moccasin that was swimming right beside me. I think they
Bro,
call him I think they call him cottonmouths too or something, maybe possibly.
bro, you want to hear a crazy fucking story?
What?
So the lake I go to with my dad and then Lake Mojave, you know what I mean, where Laughlin is. So you know, dude, there's a place called Cotton Cove, right? It's like miles away to like, right? So
Yeah.
my dad's friend, his kid, bro, was walking, right? Like walking around near the rocks, near the water. Guess what, bro? He didn't see it. A fucking rattlesnake just whoop, bit the kid in the ankle. And my dad's friend, bro, has a badass, like, you know, boats, bro. You know, boats, like the Lake Havasu. This shit goes 80 miles. This fool was hauling like 90 all through, like, fucking. He called it in. And then they had helicopter waiting for him at the dock, and he didn't give a fuck. There was already cops, like, they're like, what the hell, slow down. But then the cops knew what happened, like, finally, when he finally, like, got to the dock where the helicopter was, this guy was hauling 90 all the way that he got his son got helicoptered to Laughlin to Vegas, bro. He's alive
Damn.
now, but still, but imagine getting bit by a rattlesnake. Fucking son of a bitch.
Yeah, I seen a baby rattlesnake when I was camping, but
Those shit still could fuck you up.
yeah, it was a little one, but it's scary.
A little scorpion. You know, like those little scorpions.
I ran right over top of it. I seen it and I was running and I was like in mid-flight and I saw it and I just barely missed it.
You're like praying. You're like this, please, not my, not today, right? You're like, not today. You're like,
Well, I was smoking some weed and you're not supposed to smoke up in the mountains, because of fires. And I thought I had a ranger following me, so I was trying to get in a hurry. And it was
damn,
the sun was setting. It was pretty dark.
yeah. And you can't hear them sometimes because you know people say they rattle a lot. Sometimes they don't rattle, and you can't even hear them.
Oh yeah, huge rat snake. Yeah, those things get big too. They're scary 'cause
A rat snake? What is that?
Just a big snake.
I gotta
It's
look that
I don't think they're
what is it?
venomous. I don't think they're venomous, but they're big.
What
I
they
remember
eat rattlesnakes? Damn.
I guess. I remember I seen there was a big one in my grandfather's yard. He ran over it with a lawnmower.
Oh, they're like black and brown, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I remember him getting the lawnmower out.
You like fucking get out of here.
Yeah, they're not poisonous. But like you said, they get big.
That's crazy. They eat rattlesnakes that are, that are poison, all right, or venom. But I think snakes sometimes don't have like they don't have like reflections like us. You know how if we get bit by a rattlesnake, well, you could eat a rattlesnake. I see people cook a rattlesnake, right? How does
Yeah.
that work?
I mean,
You
I
gotta
think
cut their head
the
off, right?
venom's only in their
It's
head.
in their
Yeah.
head, right? Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened if you taste some fucking venom? You're fucked. You're like, oh shit.
Well, there's this guy on Swamp People or whatever. He get bit regularly by him, and so the more you get bit by him, you could build up immunity to him.
It's like a ghost pepper, basically.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
all
I
these.
think anything. Yeah, if you'd probably do. I mean, some people drink the venom even to build up immunities. There's different ways I've heard of people doing it. You got to figure they do the same shit in like these churches. A lot of these churches that have like snake worshiping and shit where they're holding up rattlesnakes. A lot of those guys have been bit so many times that they kind of already built up a slight immunity. Unfortunately, there's videos of guys where, if they bit you in the face, so that's like, no matter what immunity, it's a little too dangerous sometimes, or close to your heart, sometimes a little too dangerous.
Didn't
So,
what's his
yeah.
face get? Didn't what's his face get stung by the stingray in the heart?
Yeah, that was a giant.
What's the
Uh,
odds,
I
dude?
don't
That
even
thing
I don't even think
just.
it was a stingray. I thought it was a giant manta ray or something. I forget what it was called, but it was bigger than what you think. It was like 15 feet, they said.
Yeah, but it has a thing where it stabs. What's his
Yeah, it
face
has
in
a
his butt?
barb in its tail. But what happened was the story goes Steve Irwin loves mushrooms. And so Steve Irwin would pop a whole bunch of mushrooms and do it. And they said, and I'm not saying the mushrooms had anything to do with it.
Oh
He
my god.
probably was totally used to the mushrooms. But I'm just saying I wouldn't ever take a hallucinogenic and swim with a dangerous animal. But that being said, he's probably done it a million times. But anyway, so let's just take the mushrooms out of the equation. So he's swimming with this giant manta ray, moray eel, whatever it was. It was like 15 feet, they said. Huge. I mean, that's huge. I mean, you understand how big that is? And so he swam above it, they said. And they said when he was swimming above it, the thing whipped its tail up and popped him in the chest. And they said the cameraman said blood came out. And that's when he got up to the surface and the barb was still in his chest. And they pulled him onto the boat. And
So he died like on the scene,
yeah,
basically.
I don't know if they pulled the barb out, which you probably shouldn't because it's like a fish hook. Yeah, I think it
What's the
stabbed him right in the
odds though
heart.
getting
Yeah, it was
fucking stabbed?
crazy.
What's the odds though getting stabbed right in the heart though? That's crazy.
Well, dude, there was another guy that like I think died. One of them jumped out of the water and hit him in the boat. You imagine being in a boat and a fucking stingray's flying at you? What the fuck? I've seen that before too. That's some crazy shit.
That's why I don't jet ski in the ocean, bro. Imagine you're jet skiing, and you hit a fucking whale or something. Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever did this. I went on a deep dive on the dark web and I basically found a video. There's a video of what happened out there. It took me a long, 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 long time to find it. But there is the video of what happened. And if you see how small he is, he's swimming on top of this moray eel or whatever stingray, whatever type of stingray it was. And it's like a giant one. And it's way bigger than him. Way bigger than him. And then the thing just goes.
Fuck.
Yeah, best score. Well, dude, Justin, I'm an old school guy. I watched all the what is it, Faces of Death, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I watched all that shit, so I'm
Bro,
all used to
I
that
used to
shit.
watch on GTA. You know, there's like World Star Hip Hop, whatever.
Yeah.
They still have it on Instagram, but they used to have a website on. You could search it like not right now because it's banned. But dude, you would see like cartel people would like cut people's head off, bro, on GTA, on GTA, on
Oh
GTA.
yeah. Well, that's what they did in all
Yeah.
the originally back in the day of the Faces of Death movies. You'd go to the video store and rent them. They were on VHS, and they would show assassinations. They showed suicides. They showed guys getting ate by alligators. They showed somebody eating a monkey brain. Live leak, is that it? We got all these new hackers. You and Justin, I know all the new websites, WW and Justin's out here. You guys remember? See, I'm an old school guy. It took me a while. Honestly, I only went on a deep dive because I heard the video got leaked originally. And so I went trying to track it down, and they were trying to clear it off the internet. And once you find it, you're like, holy shit, that was a big fucking stingray.
One
Dab
time I
time.
was boogie boarding, and dude, thank God I'm small, and I was under like there was like under me there was like 100 jellyfish. Fuck that shit. You know how jellyfish feel? Fuck if you get stung by that. You don't want to get
Well, the
stung by one
last
of
time
those.
I went on the all-inclusive sailboat, this one,
Yeah.
you go on it, they give you food and all the drinks you want, they sail, and then they, take you to this cove, and you get to swim with fish, and they feed the fish, and my right side of my body's numb because of my neck surgery, you know? And so I'm swimming, but I can feel pressure and shit on it. And so I'm
Yeah.
swimming and I feel something wrapped around my right leg and I can't figure out. I'm thinking it's seaweed because I surf in California and I get seaweed tagged on up in me all the fucking time. So I'm like, fucking seaweed. But I swim under and I'm looking and I can't see anything. And we're swimming in like 20-25 feet water. So it shouldn't be seaweed because it's pretty deep, right? And so I'm like, where the fuck is it? I just see fish, nothing. I'm looking at my leg, nothing's on my leg. I get up, swimming around, feel it again. I'm like, what the fuck? I get out of the water. I sit down with Jen and we're eating. I'm like, I think I got some seaweed around my leg back there. And then I heard this other lady go, there was a jellyfish and it stung me. And I go, did I get stung by a jellyfish? And I looked at my leg and I had these like red spots all up and down my leg. It must have been a jellyfish was wrapped around my
Yeah,
leg.
that's a
But thank
jellyfish.
God I got my right leg. If it would have got my left leg, I would have probably felt it.
You're like, thank God I'm numb right now. Thank God I got my numb.
Dude, my right leg's
Those shits
dangerous.
hurt.
Since
Yeah.
it's numb, I set my lighter torch down once and it leaned up against my leg and I didn't know it. And I had a solid burn on the solid in the leg. Hey, dude, if I ever want to win a cool bet at a bar, I use my left side. And I go, bet you I can hold the hot lighter on my leg longer than you. You're never going to win, motherfucker. I'll have a hole in my leg before I lose.
You're funny, son of a gun.
Hey, it sucks having like half your body numb, but it could be worse.
Bro, it could be worse. You could be like, have your half face fucking like, you know what I mean?
Well, it stops up at my nipple. So yeah, from here on up, I got feeling, thank God.
That's what I'm saying. You're lucky, yeah.
But the other weird thing is if I jump in a hot tub, I might have opposite heat. So my right side of my leg, when I feel a hot tub, feels cold. So I always got to remember when I get in a shower, I get in with my left side because my right side has it feels the temperature opposite. But that's what happens when you got a C3, C4 donor bone because your disc explodes and you have to have a plate and 4 screws put in. And you wait over a month to do it. Note to self, guys, always go to the doctor. My doctor literally said if I would have went to the doctor right away before because I didn't go numb for a few weeks. He said I would probably not be numb to this day. I was like, great. And then after he did the surgery, he's like, you're going to probably get your feeling back. No, I didn't. I got my balance back though. I started losing my balance. That was the one reason I hit the doctor. I couldn't jump on my skateboard. Threw my skateboard on the ground. I went to jump on it and my Sebastian was on his scooter and I went, woo, and I fell into him and he goes, what's wrong, Dad? And I said, I don't know. And he did it. I just threw his skateboard down, whoo, fell off again. I was like, I can't skateboard. And that's when I knew I had some issues. I was going downhill quick. But yeah, I got my balance back. Got everything back except for my numbness. All right, live leak. Yeah, but has anybody else? Anybody else? You guys must have all watched Faces of Death at one point, right?
We all watch crazy shit before.
But Faces of Death was the first. Dude, to see assassinations and suicides and shit and people like jumping off buildings and landing on cement and nothing's being blurred was insane for a little kid.
That's fucking crazy.
I was watching that at like 10 years old. Oh, yeah.
How was that one?
I mean, 10 times better than black licorice, but And they didn't put too much terps in it. But I'd almost bet it's fake terps. Please, can somebody make an extraction competition and make me be the judge? And I want you guys to try to fake me off with real terps, fake terps, because I guarantee I'll fucking pick a fake terp out almost 100% of the time. I'm usually, it's always funny when people see me weed, they know Nick weed, I smoke all the time. They'll send me pictures and be like, "What weed is this? It smells like this, it tastes like this, it looks like that." I'm like, "I don't know. They could have hybridized it. It could have fucking did this, that, and the other. Who knows? Could have grown it slightly different." And you never know that. But I sure as hell am pretty good about fake terps. Just because I had to work with them so much at my labs. I had to argue with so many of the owners of the labs because all these owners want to make the cheapest shit the best, and it's like a lot of times they're making these extracts and these diamonds out of really poor material. So I can make some fire diamonds that's going to look just clear and shit, right? But the problem is the terps you're going to get out of it's going to be shitty. And so with those shitty terps, if you reintroduce them to the diamonds, you're just going to have diamonds of shitty terps or no terps at all. Some of them have very little terps, if any. So and they might even be a darker color. It could be a whole bunch of issues. So these people want to buy these other terps. So when you buy these other terps, there's different prices, different companies, and they're always clear. So when you add them in it, you're not going to be darkening up your material. So it's also another way to make sure your stuff stays super duper light like this. So I highly doubt they refined the terps and everything and did it the way they could to sell it for 10, 13 bucks a gram. But
No, you're not drinking any Fireball today, bro? Look, bro.
what are you talking about?
Come on,
What are you
bro.
talking about? What are you
Come
talking
on,
about?
bro. It's summertime, baby.
We call him Noah, aka the Fireball. That
Yeah,
is his nickname.
but me and Nick, eventually we gotta hit the gym again. We gotta hit.
Dude,
It's
I'm telling you.
all good though. I'm gonna go. I don't care. It's the summer, bro. I got dad body. We got dad's
Yeah,
body,
I feel
right?
you.
You're gonna go to the cruise, like I don't care. I got my dad body.
Yeah, I am a dad.
Yeah, so you that's what I'm saying.
I ain't trying to impress anybody.
What time do you usually like? You like what time does the cruise? Do they like depart early or is there like different times or how does that work?
Everyone does it differently. Carnival usually leaves at like 4:30, 4:45, roughly. And they have a big sail away party. Like, I mean, everybody's on top. It is boom, boom, boom. Like the
So
whole ship's like rocking.
What time do you check in then
For
in the morning?
Carnival, you get different times. It's usually I'm gonna do Carnival and Royal Caribbean because they're a little different. So Carnival's between usually 11 and now every port's gonna be different. I'm just telling you, Long Beach is between like 11 and like 1. Or, but you could get on right before the ship gets off. So if the ship leaves at like fucking 4:30, you could walk on the damn ship at 4 o'clock usually. Like 30 minutes before it leaves. But, the one I'm going to is in Long Beach or in LA for the Royal Caribbean one. I'm getting on that one at 11. I think you get on a little earlier, and I think that one leaves earlier too. That one leaves at like 3 PM. And that one also has a different party. I've watched the sail away parties on Royal Caribbean. They're pretty weak. Royal Caribbean isn't a party ship as much as Carnival, but they have a lot more stuff to do, like bumper cars, rock climbing, surfing, skydiving. And
Cheers, Joey.
the shows are better at, Royal Caribbean too. They got, like, big, crazy shows. The shows are pretty good on Carnival, don't get me wrong, but the Royal Caribbean ones are just a step above from what I've noticed.
So that's cool. They gave you like a good check-in. Like that's cool. They give you like a check. Like you check in, get your shit in, right? And like you can hopefully like there's a couple places open, and then what you said at 4 o'clock, then everybody has a little party, the celebration thing.
Yep. Sail away party.
I want to hit a cruise. I haven't been on one, but if I do, I think I'm gonna go to Florida or my uncle. Like my uncle lives in Michigan, and he
Yeah.
tells me the cruises in Florida are like, but it's how Florida is. It's fucking expensive to get over there. It's fucking
I mean,
fuck.
I wouldn't say they're better or worse. Honestly, I'd say they're worse because anytime you're on the fucking East Coast, it rains. I mean, you're just almost guaranteed either rain or clouds. It's just
But
I
he goes
lived
to
in
what's it called?
Florida.
He goes to like the Bahama, like not the Bahama. I don't even know where they go, bro. But they go down fucking. But
Well,
you're
that's
right
where
though.
my
It's so humid. Like that's why I'm not. That's why I would never live in Florida because the humidity sucks balls. You know what I
Well,
mean?
that's where our first cruise was, our honeymoon. We went to the Caribbean islands or what is it? Cayman Islands and Belize, Honduras, and Guatemala. Or wait, no,
So it
Belize,
wasn't,
Honduras, and Jamaica.
it wasn't that it was kind of whack or what?
No, it
You
was
liked it
fun.
or
We
no?
did, like I said, that's when we did we swam with the
Oh,
stingrays.
the
We also
stingrays.
did the zip lining in Belize. That Belize was so hot, guys. It was so fucking hot. They had the Mayan buildings in Belize. It was super cool. It was definitely a third world country, but very cool, worth visiting. But so humid. It was like 100 degrees, 100% humidity. But yeah, that was our very first cruise together.
That's badass. That's badass.
They let you smoke on the balconies, so I brought weed on and I smoked on my balcony even.
That's right.
But now you can't even smoke on your balconies. So the people who bring on weed, like it's like you're really noticeable when you're fucking smoking it on your balcony because you're not allowed to smoke,
So can
period.
you even bring cigarettes in there or not?
No, yeah, but you can't smoke on your balcony.
So everybody does those. What's it called? Those zins. You know the zins?
No. You smoke on the smoking section. There's a smoking section on the ship.
No, but you get it nowadays because you can't even smoke nowhere no more. Like no more like in cruises. So everybody does this. You know, like those little zins.
Oh, I know what they are, but yeah, no, they all the smokers like to smoke cigarettes. They go to the smoking section. But what I'm saying is like you can't even smoke on your balcony anymore. So if you're smoking a cigarette, you're gonna get in trouble. Let alone if you're fucking trying to
How? Because
smoke
they
fucking
notice
weed.
or someone snitches
Yeah,
on you?
everybody
Or?
sees it. You know, your balconies are like, "Bah, bah, bah," you know, and the wind blows and, you know, you're fucking, trust me, it's easy. And especially weed. Weed blew my mind because the last trip we were on, I understand people bringing vape pens because they don't smell as much, but there was people smoking actual weed because I could smell the difference. And this one dude was in the smoking section smoking weed, and he was literally 100 yards away from me on the opposite side of the ship. And I could smell it so strong that I looked over and I was able to see the dude smoking it. Like, I was like, it's pretty noticeable. That's why I don't fuck around with that shit. Yeah, I'm so happy, guys. I got something other than these shitty diamonds. I still got all these diamonds here. I'm gonna have to pack them up, put them away. Look at them. Look at them. They look good, don't they? But they're
Fire,
not.
fire.
But they're snot. All right.
I'm surprised Mark's not here, dude.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
probably hanging out. He's probably hanging out with the wife. She's back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. He's probably happy.
Yeah.
That's
It's
good.
funny how everybody. It's like I love Mark because all my buddies they always tell their family about me because I'm not saying I'm a little guy, but I'm a nice guy. They're
Yeah.
all the like all them. I know every person's like mom or wife. That sounds weird. That sounds so weird. But I'm a nice guy. I'm a humble guy. That looks fire, bro.
Yeah, it does.
Bro, I miss diamonds like fucking like strawberry banana flavor, bro. I love strawberry banana. My favorite fucking strain in the whole world.
So we got so much more to come. We got 3 more diamonds. We got the blue alien kush, the purple octane, the lemon cherry gelato. Then we also got 2 more sugars. We got the platinum grapes and the face off kush. And then we got from astronauts the space gelato and gelato dreams.
I was wondering, Nick, is it true because doesn't strawberry banana like it's so fire, but do certain like when you grow the plant, do certain like come out like less whatever than pounds whatever? I don't know what I'm trying to say,
Yeah,
but
yield. Yeah, I mean some yield more
no,
than
not
others.
yield, like not yield, yeah, yield, but like do some like seeds grow different like plants like you know what I mean like bigger nugs or smaller nugs or
Yeah, that's what I
what?
mean. The yield of it, how big, how much you're going to get out of it. So some grow more bigger nuts, some
So
smaller.
why I'm not saying this, not why is every nug nowadays like back then I used to go to the shop when I was 18, 19 and they used to have like 8 like a nug that was they weighed it, it was like an 8. But now everything's like
That's because
small.
they use trim machines. It
Yeah,
breaks them
so they're
down.
lazy, so they're lazy.
Yeah. Those were hand trimmed. Those big ones, what these trim
So
machines and
now
stuff have, they break them down and all kinds of shit to get rid of
so
the
people are
stems and
so it's less like workers I'm guessing or what?
yeah, and faster. They just
So
throw it
that's
like
why
a lot of them do this. Like we were talking to Dank and what was it? A couple other of the growers. They do like a tumble sometimes even where they'll throw the weed in a thing and tumble it just to get the keef off of it. And then they'll throw it
I'm
in
not
another one
against
to
it, but
trim
why
it.
did everything change, man? I miss back then, bro.
There's so many tips, tricks you do out here nowadays.
But do people still grow like how it was though, right? But they probably just keep it personal.
Shido
You know?
does.
I gotta hit up
Here,
Shido. I need Shido make me some strawberry banana. I want some
uh,
strawberry banana.
yeah, I don't know if he'd ever grow that, but maybe he's been changing up his strains. He might.
How
He's
about
got some.
Tansy?
He's got some. You would probably already like his strains. He's got some really fruity strains already.
I like fruity. That's all I am. I'm a fruity guy.
Yeah.
I'm a fruity guy.
Yeah, you don't see many of the big nugs homegrown shit as much. Most of the homegrown guys keep it to themselves. They already have people buying it, so they don't need new people either.
So
So
that's
you know
why
what
the
I mean?
that's why people that's why people don't even like they don't even go to dispensaries like these companies because they'd rather just sell it to like a guy that would buy a whole pound of wax or rosin and just say, I don't need to go to the shop, you know what I mean?
Well, no, it's not that. It's also they don't. It's hard to be legal. You have to have. It's hard to
Oh,
get the
so you
legal
so
license.
so
You
you have
can't
to
sell
get
it to a shop without a legal license.
oh shit. Oh shit. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, and also a shop probably wouldn't want to buy small amounts. They want to buy large amounts. Like we are talking to G. These companies are a company that pretends to be a company that works through a warehouse that packages it, and it's just it's totally different nowadays. The legal market really screwed a lot of shit over, but a lot more people can smoke it easier, I guess.
That's what G said. Because like when it got legalized, like everything got fucked.
Yeah, it was just the thing is there's a good and a bad. So like for me and us who go to weed shops and shit, it went downhill because it used to be so much better. But the
Yeah.
thing is now you got a lot of people go in the shop because it's just 21 and up. You don't have to get a medical card. So you're expanding your demographic of who's smoking it. When I used to go in weed shops back in the day, even the medical ones, most of them was younger kids. It was, even though they're medical shops, it wasn't a lot of, I mean, I'm, maybe, middle age, but there wasn't a lot of old people. And nowadays, I walk in these weed shops. There's elderly people, retired people, and it's just like they would be too lazy to fucking go get a medical card back then.
Bro, dude, I remember getting my medical card when I turned 18. It was funny, dude. It was so funny. I went like right when I turned 18, I went to the fucking the little doctor, and the doctor was an old guy. He was so chill. He was like, I was like sweating, not sweating, but I'm like, it's just gonna be hard. But my homies that are like 17, like on GTA, like you know what I mean. I'm like, you know how it is
Yeah,
back then, right? They're
yeah,
like, no, just go. Don't be scared. Don't be a pussy, right? I was like, all right, what do I do? They're like, no, you're a little person. They're like, you're telling me your back hurts,
yeah.
whatever.
It hurts.
And
Yeah,
that's what I said. That's what I said. I just said I have pain like sometimes like in my legs and my back, and that was it. And he just said, here, sign this. Then I got my rec and I went straight to the weed shop. In the weed shop, you probably remember this shop. Fuck. What's the one in Studio City? Let me look it up. Fuck, I'm faded. Uh, fuck.
I'll
The
be
weed, the weed, the
I'll be
weed, the
40.
weed.
I'll be 45 in July.
The weed. It's famous as fuck, bro. It's like called the weed. I'll link it. I'll put it in Discord. I'll put it in
The
Discord.
weed. Yeah, I don't think I didn't I didn't shop in LA or LA a lot. I shopped in Long Beach, Torrance, South
I
Bay.
don't live in LA, bro. I live in the valley. Don't ever say I live in LA, dude. I'm joking. I'm
Oh yeah.
joking. I love you. I'm joking.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I need to go back.
I'm a Leo baby, July 26th.
Nah, but these guys grow their own weed in the shop.
Yeah.
So that's what they usually do, right? Like if a shop is big
Well,
enough.
no, well, I mean, back in the day, the old medical shops would have a few growers, local growers, and they would get the weeds from them. Sometimes they would grow some of it too. But
Bro,
yeah, nowadays it's so corporate and it's like all the shit sucks.
you remember what's it called? Um, what's it called? Fucking. You know the Jungle Boys, right? That the shop Jungle Boys, like
Yeah,
TLC
yeah, there's a Jungle
neighborhood.
Boys right by me.
Bro, these fools got robbed. I think last year or 2 years ago. It's so fucked, bro. Imagine you just see like guys, like 10 guys, pull up with trash bags and they just fill it up with. They just break the weed, like you know how they just break
Oh,
it
I
off
know.
and
They
they.
smash and grab. It's stupid. Sometimes the weed's not even
But
done.
you know
They sure
they
as
got
hell
caught. They
didn't.
got
They
caught
sure as hell
because
don't cure it right. Doesn't
it
matter.
was
So they fucking ruined it all. Doesn't matter.
it was an inside job supposedly. Fucking
I
stupid.
don't
And
care.
the
I mean,
guys
you
got
catch
caught.
them. They fucking fucked it all over. It's fucked.
I hate how people do that. They fucking think it's cool to do that. Like I hate that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If someone tried to do that shit at
Oh,
my
I've
fucking
I've seen videos, and you know, I mean, I'm on so many different weed forums, and the people post videos of people breaking in, and it happens all the time. And they just destroy shit, and they grab weed, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They sure as hell probably ain't gonna cure it right.
and they're
It's just a
grabbing all the yeah, they don't even know they're smoking some shit that's not even ready yet, dog. They think they're
yeah.
gonna get high, but it's not even gonna get them high.
I mean,
It's
it
like
make.
what
I
the
mean, at
fuck?
least when they do like a weed shop, you know, the shit's packaged and ready to be
Yeah, but like
smoked. I guess.
if you go just to take if you just fucking like
Just
just break
grabbing
off the
plants,
plant,
just
yeah, yeah,
ripping plants out of the ground.
what the fuck? That's disrespectful, dog. But you know
They're
how
gonna.
people
I
are,
guarantee
bro.
they're
We
gonna
live
have
in
mold too. They're gonna probably just stack them all. They're gonna
I
have
hope they
mold all
smoke
through it.
they're smoking it I hope it has mold or lace, bro.
Get that black lung.
That's why I know what I smoke because we said that black. That's why I don't like to smoke flower because like I don't like I have good eyes, but I don't even know nowadays what's frosty or what is fucking mold. You know, you and she don't know because you guys are fucking big growers. You know, I'm not saying that, but like you guys know, you're in the weed game. Weed game,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I just like extracts because most pesticides and all this shit can get taken out, especially in diamonds. So then all I
Yeah.
have to worry about is these stupid fake terps, which ain't too bad. They just taste bad.
I
Cheers.
love Nick. Cheers. I love Nick. That makes my day. Am I falling for you? I did a lot of chores today, bro. I had to water all the fucking lawns, fucking the backyard. Fucking shit. I already did that, so that's why it feels good. You know, it's always good when
Hey,
you like
poison ivy.
when you do like something you have to do, like some shit like dishwashers, whatever, and you take a dab after. It feels amazing. Amazing.
Dude, I recently got these dishwasher cleaning tabs. They're awesome. Cleaned out my inside of my dishwasher. I was like, man, it's looking wasn't looking so good in here. I got these new tabs, and you just run it on an empty dishwasher cycle, and your whole inside of your dishwasher is like brand new.
Drive by. I'm 28, brother.
There you go.
I'm old. I'm 28.
I've known him a long time for him being 28.
You know me for 10 years.
Yeah, no shit. That's crazy.
I've been
That's
watching you over more than 10 years,
longer than
probably.
10. That's
I've
funny.
been watching you when I was like 15 years old, I think, on
Hell yeah.
GTA.
Hell
But
yeah.
I was smoking the bubbler and I was like drinking orange juice or water.
Oh, the bubbler. I
Wasted.
used to bust
I
out a
was like,
bubbler.
I was like that one kid probably watching you, like when I was like smoking the bubbler, and I would just chug a water, like just you know how you were
Hell
chugging
yeah.
like the
Hell
big ass
yeah.
dabberine. It's like,
That's how you do it. Well, I used to have a lot of people would say, I don't like drinking beer. Can you stop drinking beer? And I was like, how old are you? And they'd be like,
I like
18
beer.
or 17. And I'd be like, I understand you don't want to drink, and that's fine, but I can drink it.
What's up, Poison Ivy? How you doing today? Hope you're having a good day in Chicago.
Yeah, I hope
How do they
Chicago's
talk?
good.
How do they talk? Chicago. How was that? New York? I don't know.
Uh,
Fuck. Chicago.
I don't know. I thought that was sounding pretty good. I was believing it for a second.
We gotta ask Justin. Where's Justin at? He'd be like, "No, what the fuck are you doing?" I'm joking.
Say I want a Chicago dog. Let's hear it.
I want to wait. Time out. Fuck.
I know you had it.
Chicago dog or fuck Chicago dog. Can I get a Chicago dog?
There you go. Can
Can I
I
get a
get?
Chicago dog? Can I get a deep dish? Deep dish? A deep dish?
I know it's going to take 45 minutes. It's okay.
I hate. That's why. Why do people? No, deep dish is good, bro. I tried it, but it's like too much. Like I'll have one slice or
And
two
you're
slices,
done.
but like, bro, I don't know how people could eat like my cousin that lives in fucking Chicago, Illinois, right? This fool could eat the whole like fucking 6 pieces of that. But he's a big boy. He's a big guy, you know what I mean?
But
But
remember,
I'm like,
Chicago has a good thin crust. They got a great thin crust too. But I think of a deep dish as like a pasta that's a pizza. So it's like, hey, do you want a pizza and you're craving, you want a pasta and you're kind of craving a pizza? You get that. It's kind of like a combo of the two. Not
oh,
a
she's
fan of the
not.
deep dish.
That's
You like? I
right.
like I like Chicago thin crust. I was talking to Eric about that. Chicago thin
See,
crust is pretty bomb.
remember we were talking
Most
about
people don't
this,
know
Nick?
about that one.
Nick, remember we were talking about this, like, oh, you like pickles and whatever, like in your sandwich, like weird.
Oh, a grilled
You know,
cheese pickle.
everybody hates how I like pineapple on my pizza. They think and ham. They think that's weird.
No, it's
I don't
definitely
give a
weird.
fuck. I don't care. See, I don't care. See, you know what I mean? See, hey, fuck it.
I love pineapple and I love
Bro, how do
pizza.
people
They
not
don't
like
have
that?
to
I
go
don't
together.
get it. I don't get it. Does get together, bro. Trust me, I'll make it. I don't like it.
Well,
Bro,
you got to eat the onion and peanut butter sandwich first.
all right, okay, deal. So I'll eat that. I'll eat that. Then you eat that. Then
I'll eat that.
okay.
Yeah, you order me the pizza, and
We'll
I'll
do a
make you
video.
the
We'll do a
sandwich.
video. We'll see the our face reactions.
That'd be a good video.
That's a good. See, good
Honestly,
ideas.
honestly, I think my whole life I have only taken maybe one. I don't even if I did. I take a bite of it. I don't even know if I've taken a bite because I already can tell what it's going to taste like. I've had to have taken a bite of it because I've eaten a million pizzas in my life. But I mean, there's no fucking way I've ever liked it.
Bro, Nick, for sure, when you come back from cruise ship, whatever,
Yeah,
we're gonna hang out. I'm gonna come out down there and
yeah.
hang out
Let's
with you.
do it, dude. Let's do it. We'll do a big video,
I'll bring my bathing suit too. We're gonna fucking jump in the
dude.
pool.
Hell yeah. Well, hell yeah. Kid will love it. We'll have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll definitely do that. But yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll order a pizza and we'll make you a sandwich. We'll do a
Yeah,
vid.
we'll order a pizza, then you make me that same. Or I'm gonna be like, bro, my reaction. I'm like, Nick, can you have the trash can next to me real
See, the
quick?
funnier part is I'm gonna be wanting the sandwich and you're gonna be wanting the pizza.
I'm gonna like just give me the whole pizza, 12 pizzas, and I'll eat the whole thing.
We'll
I don't
bring
know why
hey,
people.
we'll bring
Why?
Justin in the video and have him try it.
Why is it people against it? Like what? Who said it was so bad? Like the president of the United States said it. Like
well,
why
well,
everybody don't like it?
well,
What is it?
the peanut butter and onions chemically on a food composition go together. That's why peanut butter and
But
onions actually go together. Pineapple and ham and cheese on pizza does not chemically even go
yes,
together.
it does, bro.
No.
You're not a stoner, bro. I love you, you're a stoner,
No,
but
I'm definitely.
hey, chat. Anybody in the chat, Poison or anybody,
Yeah.
you guys, would you eat a pizza with ham and pineapple on it? Who wouldn't eat that shit, bro? If you're fucking, I don't want to say the word because I'm a nice guy, but bro, like Darth, you would eat, you would eat a pizza with pineapple and ham on it, right? If I offered it to you, does he? I can't
Are
hear
you
him. I don't
talking
know.
he's
about the
thinking. He's thinking
Canadian
about it.
pizza?
If you guys all say no,
No,
I mean, I'm not.
it's a Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah, it's a Hawaiian
But
pizza.
it's
Like,
Canadian bacon, so I call it more
Is it?
Canadian
I
than
thought it's just
Hawaiian,
yeah,
but I
ham,
get it.
Dart,
but whatever.
Do
Yeah.
you like it, Dart? Would you eat it if I gave it to you?
It's enjoyable. It's not
Yeah,
my
that's what I'm saying.
go-to.
Like, it's not the best, but I'm just saying, like, you would not say no if I said, hey, Dart, hey,
It's
bro, I bought some pizza.
it's
You know
a
what I mean?
8.3 out of 10 usually, I would
Yeah,
say.
that's how it
Yeah,
is.
it's
Yeah,
good.
bro. And
Yeah.
Nick says, Nick and everybody else says it's not. Everybody's saying it's not even a pizza or anything. What the fuck?
Pretty
Yeah,
bad.
people in my chat, they're saying it is Hawaiian. I get that, but it has Canadian bacon, so sometimes I call it Canadian pizza.
Or you put only Canadian. I don't do Canadian bacon, bro. I don't like Canada,
I
bro.
think they just
Well,
do.
that's what it
What's the
is.
difference?
Like if you get
Is
if you
ham
get the
Canadian bacon?
pineapple, it's Canadian bacon. They add that to the with the pineapple, and
Hmm.
then
I
it
think.
converts it to Hawaiian. I don't know how they do that, but they did it. So
Huh.
Yeah, I'm
What
not
kind
like
of
I don't
what
eat.
what? Wait. So is Canadian bacon ham? I'm confused. Is that right?
it is, yeah,
All right. What do they put on a Hawaiian pizza? I'm gonna ask
Canadian
ChatGPT.
bacon. Oh,
Ham. Oh,
and by
check it
the
out.
way, it's nice to.
It says ham, sometimes Canadian bacon, pineapple chunks.
All right, well, but I didn't. I I came in. You just threw me on. I just want to say hello to you guys.
Oh,
So
good.
nice to see you.
Hold
Hell
up,
Nice
hold
yeah,
to
up.
see
dude.
you guys.
I'm glad you came on, dude. It's my 20th wedding anniversary today.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's a W.
You know the song you should play, Darth. Let's get
Mm,
it on.
too soon for that.
That's funny.
Yeah,
No, but Hawaii,
okay.
yeah, it's a Hawaiian pizza. But I don't like I don't know why people hate it. I don't like I'll recommend it, but not like it's not my top pizza. You know what I mean? But
Do you guys know remember that show Family of Five with that hot dude? He just celebrated his 20th anniversary, and then they just mailed in a divorce ticket That's fucking weird, man. You just said you're celebrating your 20 years, and then Scott Wolf. Do you guys know Scott Wolf? He was in V. He's a huge actor. Like everyone knows this guy, Scott
Yeah.
Wolf, right? And he just literally yesterday sent in his divorce. Like he's sending it. They're done after
Damn.
20 years. Like, damn. And then somebody commented in the comments, the first comment was, damn, you can't even make it work after you were together for 20 years? Like they were
Yeah.
so confused by that, which makes sense. Like after 20 years, no matter what you go through, you have to make that keep rocking, man. Like
Yeah.
in my
That's why
opinion.
Nick. That's
Like,
why Nick. That's why Nick is the smart one. He's like, you know, what I mean, he's gonna be there for another 20, maybe
Yeah.
40
of
years.
Like I
course,
said,
man.
my grandmother said
Like
she didn't know
why
she
would
could
you
get a
even go
divorce.
20? Why would you go 20 if you can't go 20 more? Like what's the
I
point,
don't
man?
know, darts. Maybe some shit
No, no,
happened.
no.
Like, yeah,
I'm not saying that to
yeah.
you, but I'm saying in general, like if you go
No,
20
of course,
years,
yeah.
work it out. Like work that shit out. Like keep it trucking, man.
Yeah.
That's what my grandparents did. Like they're still my grandparents are still alive. My papa is 80 and my grandmother I think in her 70 mid 70s and they've been
Hmm.
together for like fucking 60 years.
That's cool.
Yeah.
My boy's calling your Hawaiian pizza gay pizza. Is that a thing?
Nah,
Is that the truth?
he's just a
He just
hater,
doesn't
bro.
like it.
He just is a hater and he doesn't like getting healthy with the pineapple.
Pineapple's horrible.
You're a
Put some
Dude,
fucking hater, bro.
put
I've never
pepperoni,
had
pepperoni,
pineapple on
onion, and
anything
banana
except for a
peppers.
pizza.
All right,
Pepperoni, onion,
you're
and
gonna
banana
say
peppers.
okay, dude. So ask the guy that was talking what his favorite pizza is. I mean,
Let
that's
me
not even my
yeah,
favorite
I was going
pizza.
to
I'm just recommending. That's not even my favorite pizza. I'm just saying why people hate that shit so much. It's not even that bad. I'm a stoner. I'll eat anything, but not
well, I
ass.
think it's just like a talking point more so than anything.
I
It's like
also like
people
an all
cuz
meat
it's
pizza.
such
Yeah,
it's
All
divisive, you
meat.
know.
Ooh, that shit all meat.
I'll do all meat.
Sausage. Sau- that's
I
not
can't
weird,
do the
bro.
whole meat, man. That's too much meat.
That fool.
I know it is a lot, but I will eat that. But I do prefer like just pepperoni and banana peppers or pepperoni, onion, and banana peppers. I like onion too.
I'll allow olives from time to time, but it's a rare event. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting, bro.
Oh, I'll eat a supreme too. I like a good supreme pizza.
you know, black olives and that what's that green thing with the little red thing inside the fucking thing?
Mm,
Oh,
I
I
an
hate,
don't know.
olive, an olive
I, I
with
hate
a
black.
pepper. What is that? A pimento or whatever's inside of it? What's
Yeah,
that?
that's
That
my
little
least
pepper.
favorite thing. I don't know whoever developed that in science. I don't love you. You should just go
See, I don't
back
mind them.
home.
I get martinis all the time. I'll get a dirty martini. I like a good dirty martini.
Yeah, but like this, like that shit's like, ugh,
Yo,
that shit
Tinder
tastes
says,
like.
because he's in Toronto, so he says, I really don't like pizza. I tried one last week. It was half soggy. The store remade it and said it was how their customers like it. I ate one slice and threw the rest away. I get that. Pizza has been trash lately. I don't know why. How do you fuck up pizza? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Domino's, you could
It's,
almost stomach, and now it's like you can't even eat one bite of that shit. It's garbage.
so yeah, that's why, bro. That's why I haven't been to a Domino's or one of those places, and I go to a mom and pop spot like a place in the valley where I live, they always give my like they know my dad and me, and they get like like we always pull up, make our shit fresh, lasagna fresh, pizza fresh. You gotta know your spots. Don't go to this business,
No, that's fair.
the $1 million corporates don't care no more. They're making all their pizza shits for like fucking they just put it in a microwave basically. That's how I feel. Like you know what I mean?
I I went to I don't know if you have Woodstock's Pizza where you guys are up in LA, but
Let me see.
it's pretty good. Like usually 9 times out of 10, it's really good. But I've noticed they fell off. Like I tried it like a couple times recently, and it was so bad.
Nah, we the closest one to me, I don't even have one. A Woodstock pizza. It's like a little place you eat outside, right?
Yeah, we got a Rancey's. Rancey's does a Chicago deep dish, a Chicago thin crust. We also got a Ray's pizza that's New York style. But my favorite is if you go to Red Robin. Red Robin now has Donato's pizza, and Donato's is an old
Really?
pizza place from Ohio. It was my favorite pizza place, and they do like thin crust. That's awesome. And when they put pepperonis on it, it's edge to edge and it's my favorite. And it's a good hometown from Ohio. Ohio has a
Dude,
couple
one of my
pizzas similar to
girls,
that. They
she
also
works
got
at
one
Red
called.
Robin.
Oh,
I
really?
might be able to get the hookup. Yeah, she
Dude,
might be able to just hook me up.
you got to get have her get you that Donato's pepperoni pizza. You'll love it.
All right. Do you have BJ's out there?
Yeah, I've seen them
All
BJ's.
right. I like that. Like, because the dessert's good. Like, the beer's always good. Like, I don't know. It's a vibe too. It's like, that was usually where me and my girl, we would just go there like after work all the time. Like, chill spot.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna fucking try it because that's from Ohio, and they teamed up with Red Robin to go nationwide, which is kind of cool.
Oh, it's a team. Okay, Red
Yeah,
Robin.
because
So
it's
like,
weird. It's weird because if you see it, it says Donato's Pizza in Ohio. It's just a pizza chain, but I guess they
hmm.
teamed up with Red Robin to go everywhere. And I remember I tried it. And it's pretty damn close to the original one. So
Well, check. I don't know if I don't think we have that in San Diego quite yet.
what? Red Robin?
Or with the Donato
No,
version
it
of it.
is. It is. It's all over.
Okay.
Just try it because I know it is because it's out here too. So
I'll kick a fool out over pineapple. What does that mean?
I don't
Confused.
know.
Hey, Veggie, you want to kick me? I'll fuck you up in your ball.
I'll
I'll
kick
put
a
your balls.
fool. Oh, so he says no, you're not allowed to order pineapple for veggie because he makes pizzas for a living.
So you guys are haters then, dog. Fuck. You guys don't like to get skinny? You guys don't like to have a little fucking little fruit in your fucking pizza?
In
Let me
Ohio, we
get
have
it.
this other pizza place called Massey's, and they do a
That's why
thin
I tell
crust
nobody
similar to
eats salad
Donato's.
around here. Nobody eats salad around here.
What's a salad? What do you
I
mean? We're in
would, but they
California.
shut down
Everyone
my
eats
hometown
salads.
buffet.
It's we got veggie fast food out by me.
The place
Yeah,
I'll
the only
never
time I
go.
ever ate salad is at a buffet. That's the only time. So
fucking dark.
you shut down all of our hometown buffets. You're gonna vote like congressman.
That's why these guys are not real stoners, bro. If you gotta eat pizza with pineapple on it, get higher, dude.
What up, Mark?
Well, it's good, but it's just not the go-to. It's not like
No, I know.
something
I'm just
somebody
fucking
would like.
trolling. I'm trolling, Darth. I just hate how people just say that shit's like trash.
It's not. No, it's good. It's 8.5
No,
out of 10. Yeah.
no, but some people think they know their pizza and they say that's not good. I don't get it.
Somebody puts peanut butter on hamburgers these days, so I can't call it, man.
Hey, what do you call this? Have you ever tried like like the crispy donuts? Have you tried? There was like a restaurant I used to go to in Laughlin before it closed down. It was the best restaurant in Laughlin, dude. A crispy
Is that
burger.
Nevada?
Yeah, yeah, Nevada, yeah.
Veggie says you got
And
5-year-old taste.
yeah, 5-year-old taste buds.
Anyway, what were you saying?
So like like a crispy donut. There's like there's one on top and one on the bottom. In the middle, fucking like a double cheeseburger. Dude, that shit tastes like heaven, bro.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do
know
that
what like.
at fairs. Most fairs do that.
See, Nick, that's a good flavor, right? Crispy donut and a little hamburger. See, hamburger goes good with that.
You know what I've been my
And
whole
like
Wait,
life?
wait,
I've
wait,
been
wait! You're
wanting
fucking
to
trying to
try.
compare that to a pineapple pizza?
no,
I
I'm
want
just
to
saying.
try
No,
a deep fried Snickers. Has anybody done that? Fair food. I've never
Oh yeah, I
had the
do deep
pleasure.
fried Snickers, deep fried
Is it good?
Oreos. Yeah.
Is it
Deep
good?
fried Snickers are really good because it's when you bite into it, it's like a super soft Snickers, which you don't usually have, and it's really good. And deep fried Oreos are good. Deep fried Oreos are fire too.
I
They
want to
also
try
have,
that. I go to the fair, but then I'm already stuffed because I got the
Isn't the
cheeseburger
OC
or
Fair
some shit.
start this summer, or is it like when is it late summer? How does it work
they
out?
got everything. Honestly, they got the 626 Market Fest too going on, which is like a festival that just has fair food.
And they got the
I
LA
need a
County
deep fried
Fair.
Snickers in my life, though. I heard so many good things about it,
Oh,
and I'm the
it's a
only one
must.
that's never tried it. It's
If you
like, what the
eat
fuck?
that, you gotta eat. Make sure you don't go to bed right after. You might have a heart attack.
Well, get the
Okay,
Oreos too. Get the Oreos and the Snickers.
really? I can't do
Yeah.
both. I would have to
No,
pick. I would
you
have to
got it.
pick one.
It's just one fucking Oreo. Well,
I
they
know, but
put them
like
in
I
a
say,
thing.
usually I do like a cheeseburger. Once I go into the
Cheers, darts,
fair,
bro.
it's all
Fireball, bro.
I have a whole
Cheers,
like
Nick. Cheers, and boo, boo, boo.
send it, send it.
But yeah,
Cheers, buddy.
cheers. Hey, thank you, Veneer. Thank you for coming, bud. How you doing? Deep fried pickles. Yeah, I love deep fried pickles too. I think the
Dude,
first
Noah's
place I
not
ever had a
playing
deep
right
fried
now.
pickles was at a
He's all
Hooters.
the way up. I got to match your shot, my guy.
You know,
That's
Hooters
right.
back in the day used to do it was like an oyster shot. And they quit
They
doing
blame
it.
their kid.
No, they'd put it in an oyster in a shot glass with like some hot sauce and maybe vodka or something.
Mm.
Bro, I gotta pay my ticket still, bro. But I got like another month still, so I'm good.
Hooters started in Florida too, because Florida back then everybody was like naked. They'd have these women in these little thongs, like selling hot dogs on the side of the road. So they were like, hey, these women in these respectable outfits selling, wings in a restaurant, that's totally normal. And like when they went nationwide, everybody got freaked out. And Florida was like, what are you talking about? But Florida was always
No,
like that.
let's go.
Because when I was in Florida, I would wear tank tops to school because it was hot. And then I went to Georgia and I said I had to get sent home because it said I was too risque or something.
Bro, Darth, you should watch. Darth, you should see this guy on Kick. His name is 4 Inches.
Mm.
This fool lets it breathe downtown Huntington. Hey, Nick, you should go downtown LA when this one guy streams. This guy he's always on his like skateboard. This fool always shows his ass crack out, bro. This fool hasn't
Is
got
that the guy
arrested
that
yet.
drinks the cranberry juice on a
I'm not.
skateboard?
No. This is a different guy. His name
Yeah.
is Four
Okay.
Inches Live. He's a white guy.
You can
The f-
you can link it in chat. I'll take a look
No, the
or
little
later
his
because I'm
emo. You
watching
see, you see my,
um
yeah, of course. But like,
mhm.
look at the emo, and you can see how you can see the guys, their whatever or shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
This
I'm
fool's
enjoying
I'm
this
so
shit.
full. I'm so full right now. I had some 4 cheese garlic pizza while we were all discussing pizza.
shit.
That's
That shit.
hilarious.
Yeah, it's making me want
I'm
to
so
buy
full.
lasagna later. I gotta maybe order some lasagna
All
now.
Oh, I
crew.
haven't had lasagna in so long. Damn, that
I love
sounds
lasagna,
delicious. Yeah, it's so good.
and it
You
was
can't
like
fuck
with the
up
bread on
lasagna,
the
right?
side, and like,
Oh yeah,
are you
you
guys
have
the
a
type?
garlic
Are you
bread
guys
on
the
the side.
yeah, and you kind of are you guys the type where like during you eating lasagna and you like put a scoop of like the next bite on the garlic bread and just like bite that shit? It's like a movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do the same. Yeah, 100%.
If at Ralph's, if you go to Ralph's, they got this frozen one that's
The
chicken.
Texas toast.
They get no,
Oh,
the
never mind.
lasagna. It's a chicken fettuccine lasagna, and it's frozen, but it's off the chart, fucking good.
I just
Next time
stick
you
with
go,
what I
take
know. The
take it.
Stouffer's. The Stouffer's lasagna just makes my socks roll down and roll back up again each time, man. I love it. It's so
Yeah, but
I
good.
you
get
got it.
this.
But this one's a chicken fettuccine, so it's like this white cheese sauce and chicken. It's so good.
Is it like
I
near like the
prefer beef, I
spaghetti?
think. Yeah.
Is it near like this like frozen spaghetti? Right, like the same section,
Um, yeah, it's
right?
over by like where
I never
the
tried chicken lasagna. I've never even heard of chicken lasagna. Like, what
Like
the
the
fuck?
fridges are. I get your right, Nick. You get what I'm saying?
That's
where you
crazy.
get the meat for their sandwiches and shit and the bread.
Why wouldn't you like why would somebody put chicken when you could just put beef in that bitch and
No,
call it a day,
they
man?
got they got a beef one too, but this one's a
All
different one,
right.
and it's
The
so fucking
chicken.
good. I usually prefer beef, but this one's off the chart,
I never heard of chicken lasagna. I honestly, I swear, I've never heard of that in my
and it's
life.
all this like white cheese and fettuccine sauce on it. It's so fucking fire.
Mm.
Brian Wilson, music icon and creative force behind the Beach Boys, has died at 82. Why
That's
you
John
laugh,
Stamos'
bro? Fucking
stepdad.
Nick.
No, he wrote some good songs, man. I think he lived out where you live right now, Nick.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's out there in fucking Beach Boys, like out at the beach, bro.
yeah, that's the way to go. I love the Beach Boys. I used to rock some Beach Boys. I ended up rebuilding a '65 Mustang 289 with the 289 engine in it, and before I
Oh
did
damn.
that, I was thinking of doing a Deuce Coupe. So I was trying to find a
I
little
don't know
Deuce
what that
Coupe.
is.
It was what they sang. It's like a 3-door Ford or a 3-window
Did they
Ford.
sing did they sing ba 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 right?
Yeah, yeah,
Did they sing? Okay.
yeah. I think
Oh,
they had different amount of windows on the Ford coupes, and like they had a 3-window, maybe a 5-4 window or whatever. I forget how many they
oh,
counted
and
the windows, but
he fathered the NBA champion Jordan Love or no Kevin Love.
yeah,
Kevin Love on the Cavaliers. He went to UCLA. Like he was like the grandson of him, that
that's
Brian
crazy.
Wilson guy.
Kevin
I
Love and
think.
baby Kevin Love, you slay.
He was good, 7-footer. He could shoot, which is rare.
He was a good 3-pointer. He had a good
Yeah,
3-pointer.
he was good on the Timberwolves, and then he went to the the Cavs, and then down to the Miami Heat, and he
We
was
all know,
cooking it
we
down.
all know Larry Bird's the best 3-pointer.
Yeah, but Cooper Flag's coming for the best white basketball player of all time.
Yeah.
He might be him. Have you
Hey,
seen Cooper Flag at all, by
no,
chance, or no? Yeah.
You know
Well,
how
he's
you
going to
say
be the #1 draft pick next or in a couple weeks, and he's kind of heralded as one of the top 3 draft picks in the last 20 years in the NBA.
I honestly
So he's
used to
kind of
watch
like
NBA. I haven't followed NBA in a while.
Hey, but
he's
Nick,
like pretty
Nick,
much the next LeBron, I would say,
hey
because he's
guys,
only 18.
I
He's
know my
18 years
NBA,
old.
and
Mhm.
Nick, Larry Bird, not the best 3-pointer, bro.
Well, you like
And
Curry?
yeah, that's what I'm just saying. AI even
Well,
said it,
Curry is
dog.
the GOAT, yeah.
No.
AI, he has more 3-pointers than anybody in their life. That fool has
He-
over 4,000 threes.
well, Larry
I'm
Bird did more than
and
pointers.
no,
See,
and,
he's a shooter
but
more than Larry
Larry
Bird
Bird, I
was.
know,
Larry Bird didn't shoot as much as he did.
but still. But you know what you could say though, whoever's the best
Well, I
is that
think
guy
hold on.
fucking.
I think Curry averages more assists than Larry Bird did. We might have to go back to the statistics to look that up. But he's a distributor also. Curry can pass the fucking ball.
But didn't Larry Bird make every single shot in a 3-point contest? I don't think Steph Curry ever did.
Well, he won one, and then but the thing is, like overall, he has like 1,000, maybe 2,000 more made 3-pointers than Larry Bird ever made in his entire career. So it's like Steph Curry is so far ahead. It's going to be
Bro,
50 years, maybe
bro,
50
no
years until
offense,
somebody beats his. Yeah,
Nick. I
go ahead.
love you, bro. But Nick, do you know how many Larry Bird fucking 3-points he has, bro?
Well, that doesn't mean
He's not.
anything.
He
Michael
has
Jordan. Michael
only.
Jordan's better than LeBron James. I don't care how many points LeBron James has either.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Well,
No, I get where you're
Hey,
coming from,
but
but
can I
if
tell
you're
you
not a
this? Hey,
basketball
Kobe,
fan, you might not know
I'm a
the
yeah, Kobe,
intricacies of these.
but Kobe will always be better than Michael Jordan in my eyes.
I mean, but you got to understand how
You
I'd
know
have
what I
to
mean?
see how long they
You're
played.
crazy.
I would have to do a lot. I'd have to do a lot of checking on
I'm
these
not a Michael
stats.
Jordan fan.
But anyway,
I'm a Lakers guy. Fuck
but
Michael
like a
Jordan.
guy
Fuck.
like Barry Sanders, if you look up Barry Sanders' stats, he didn't hardly play anything, but he's possibly the best running back of all time. So I mean,
Thank you. Yo,
it
Nick, I
doesn't
get
always
where you're.
mean anything. Yeah.
Nick, to me, Barry is the GOAT in my
Yeah.
opinion. So
But you
he's
So
know
like
who's
ahead
the
of
best?
Walt.
he's
He's ahead
way
of Emmett
underrated.
Smith.
Nobody's gonna
You
ever
know,
Barry
rank him high.
Sanders
hey,
would.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
Barry
know who's the,
Sanders was cooking, bro. Like he was goaded, bro. And he had
but you
no
know,
O line. He had none of the good players ahead of him
Yeah. He was
to
the
even
only good
allow him to
person on the
run. He
team.
just made it. Yeah, he made himself just do his own thing on the Cowboys, right? When Emmett Smith was rocking it, like scoring all those touchdowns, he had the best O line, #1 O line in all of football, and all he had to do was just like follow them, and then he would just do his thing. He's
Tom
Exactly.
fast.
Brady's the GOAT. Tom Brady will always be the GOAT. Tom Brady's the best. And I'm
Well,
not a
yeah.
dick rider.
But
I hate Tom
he ain't a
Brady.
running back.
I know that, but look, we're talking about best. I'll talk about best players too.
Well, I
Best
agree
player
with
in
that one
NFL.
though.
Yeah, Tom Brady started with nobody on his team, and everybody, you know what I mean?
He's
And my
#1 all time. Yeah.
that fool is a
That's
GOAT, bro.
nobody can, and it's funny that nobody can dispute that fact. I love that. That's awesome. Like when you're the
He's like Michael
undisputed,
Jordan for
you know what I'm
NBA, like how you guys said
saying?
Mike. It's like you know what I mean. It's like how you guys said Michael Jordan NBA, right? It's like nobody could outstop like these guys. These guys made like these guys
Well,
like
there's a
these
discussion
careers,
in the
right?
NBA, like over, Kobe, LeBron, and MJ. There's
Yeah,
a
of course. A lot
discussion.
of yeah,
In football, there's no discussion. It's Tom
yeah,
Brady. I mean, we all know
yep.
these things. Like,
Yeah.
And the only way someone could outscore him if the Chiefs won last year, but they lost to the Eagles, and I got fucking my ass
oh
raped.
yeah, I forgot they beat
I
the
hate. I was
fucking
in
Chiefs.
Vegas,
That's
bro. I was in Vegas,
crazy.
and bro, I was in Vegas, and I was so pissed, bro. That Darth, my fucking cousin turned
How
two
much
hundred
money did you
dollars.
have on that?
No, I
Did you
had
put
like
any
five hundred
money?
dollars on the Chiefs, and
See, I
everybody
would
else
have.
in my
That's where my
family was
money
going.
would have been.
My
Yeah, I
family,
would have bet on the Chiefs
everybody in my family was going for the
because
fucking
the
other
refs
team,
always
and
cook
they
for
didn't
the
tell.
Chiefs. So
But listen, listen. If I took my fucking cousin's parlay, this guy cheers, Nick. This guy
Cheers.
turned $200 to $6,000, bro. He hit like a like a like a parlay, like a player prop,
mhm.
and he had the Eagles. And you know what I said to him? Fuck you. And you could just see me rip my Chiefs ticket, like you know how you know when you're in Vegas,
Hold on, how
you go
much
to
did you lose?
$500. That's it.
Damn. No, you said that's it. That's a lot, bro.
And
In
that's a lot
Vegas,
for a bet to lose in one
in
game.
Vegas, in Vegas, though, come on, dog.
No, I mean, well, if you're in
That's why
Vegas, I can
we
see
do.
that.
When you guys, we all gotta go to Vegas, bro. I bring the luck when we're gambling,
Oh, yeah,
blackjack,
that's what I'm saying.
and
Dude,
slot.
I'm trying to get a bro trip going. Like that,
All right.
I was gonna say this summer, but actually I'm gonna move it to this winter when it's like cooler weather.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to go to
Well, we got
Vegas
all
when
the
it's
guys
hot here.
coming down at the end of
It's too hot.
October.
yeah. October would
Oh,
be perfect.
October. Okay.
We got a whole bunch
Yeah,
of
we can
guys
send it.
rolling through. So
Let's do like a fucking Halloween fucking bro trip. All the girls are gonna be looking extra slutty out there. Let's go.
yeah, I've been to Vegas for Halloween once, and me and my buddy
I want to
dressed
see
as
that.
Thing 1 and Thing 2. And we juggled. We were juggling buddies down in San Diego. We used to juggle clubs and shit. So
You
we
can
got
do
up on
that?
stage for ours.
What?
Yeah. What do you mean I can do that? I got 4 juggling balls under my
How?
feet.
That's
Nard,
crazy. Okay.
you know, the
I don't
size of
know somebody that can juggle. I can juggle 3 tennis balls. That's about
Well,
it.
yeah. But yeah, I do clubs too. But anyway, but yeah, so we got on stage and we did our juggling routine and we were goofing off and bouncing around like Thing 1 and Thing 2. And we ended up getting, I think we got 3rd place, but the first 2 had costumes. One looked like I think it looked like Jack Sparrow. He actually could have possibly been Johnny Depp. He looked that real.
What
And
were they
then
juggling?
no, it didn't. He just walked drunk up on the stage. That was it.
Mm. Oh,
And
it goes by crowd applause?
yeah,
Is how
and
they
then the
decide the
other
winner? Okay.
person was a giant uh like Iron
Ninja.
Man suit. Like it was a real Iron Man suit, like probably $10,000-$20,000 or something, you know. And so those 2 got 1st and 2nd. And we ended up getting 3rd.
Fucking Iron Man. He
Yeah.
paid to win.
Yeah, no shit. Well, Jack Sparrow, I think I'm pretty sure it was just Johnny Depp. But I mean, because I literally was on stage standing next to him, looking at him, and it was like uncanny, you know.
You're
And I
like,
bro.
remember
You
thinking,
know,
I was like, "This ain't fair. Why does this guy deserve to win? He's already fucking rich."
bro. You
and
know,
then
I
he won.
played.
What'd you
My
say?
bad. What? We're talking about. Oh, no, no,
Yeah, he
we're,
won. They won something nice, like a fucking something really nice, like a 5-night stay at the hotel or something.
do you guys remember that guy? You know, you guys watch all the Jack. What's it called? The fucking Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
I saw the first one and I thought it was garbage. Never watched the rest. Like it was
But
overacting on Johnny's part, in my estimation.
no,
Here,
I know. I don't even. I don't even talk about. I don't give a like how
this
great
is
it
an
was.
edit. This is the
What
edit
the hell?
David did of me and my wife.
I saw
Fucking
that.
David.
I was like, I was looking at it. I was like, is somebody wearing like, because you can't be in water with a mask, you might drown.
Yeah, where was it over here in the selfies? These are like some of the pictures from that was our wedding. That was this was a
Look at
stingray.
you little youngster,
Yeah,
you
yeah, it
little
was
baby face. That's funny.
that
That
was
fool had a
us with
six
a
pack. That fool had a 6-pack back then.
stingray.
With your white ass teeth.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you do some whitener before you got married?
No,
Or
Bro,
did you
is
I
that
just
the
mean,
is that a Michigan hat?
I just took,
Hey,
I
go
still
back to
brush
the
them.
hey, go back to the hat.
Yeah, I had a Michigan hat, baby.
That's
I
right.
worked for the University of Michigan back
Michigan
then.
Blue, baby.
crazy?
That's the best college right now
Yeah, this was from our
for
honeymoon.
sports.
This is in Belize. We went zip lining.
Bro, that shit would hurt my balls if I was
Yeah,
actually.
and then this was the SeaWorld where we dressed up to go for the beluga whales. You get to go behind the scenes. But yeah, so David did that little edit. I thought it was funny. Had to show you guys.
Love to see it. Hey, 20 years, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago to today. Oh, yeah, we left the same day as our wedding for our honeymoon.
Dude, to be honest, I'm not even blowing any sunshine up your skirt right now. That is something totally to be proud of. Like you should hang your hat on that. Like, damn,
Well, well,
most people
thank you.
can't do that.
Yeah, yeah, we got a lot of
Nowadays,
memories, a
like
lot of pictures.
especially nowadays, like but like 50 years ago, when our grandparents were born, you could do it easily, or you know what I mean. Now it's rare. You know what I mean. So it's badass.
Because we have options. Like us dudes, we're horny guys, and we see a
But
lot, so
I
we have
know
a
like
lot more
my
options.
brother
So
that
it's
just had
like,
my niece, like my brother just had his kid,
Yeah,
and his wife, and like knock on wood, I could see him be together for fucking a million years
oh
because
yeah,
you
eternity.
could already you could kind of tell how it is, you know what I mean? And my other brother, I'm not saying I don't like to get, but you could see, you get what I'm saying? I don't want to put my family in there, but you could see, you could kind of, I don't know, I'm like a fucking mind reader, bro.
yeah,
Like, bro, when my dream, when I'm about to die in my dream, you know what I do? I huddle like a fucking snail and I wake up, bro. Because I'm
yeah.
fucking mind over fucking matter, bro.
Oh,
People don't
100%.
know that
I,
nowadays, dog.
I'm a different type in relationships. It's like once I hit like a 2 or 3 year mark, I'm like kind of bored with this bitch. I'm like I want to trade her in, man.
Like, if you don't think that
I,
you're gonna have a kid or something, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? That's how some people are.
yeah,
That's why I'm not even in a relationship because I get so attached when I get in relationships and when I get out of one, fucking, you know what I
I
mean?
just love like new pussy is. I'm always operated in this fashion. Like all my relationships end after 2 years because I need new pussy,
That's
man.
why I'm
That's just
single,
how I
bro.
roll.
So I have a look. Hey, Darth, you see behind me? I have a girl
Mhm.
every other day over
But
there.
we might be kind of similar then.
He just calls her up.
Yeah, bro. She's like,
You got
give
the
her a
bat
couple
phone.
dabs, give her
He
a couple
says,
dabs, and she's lit.
"Come on by, drop
And
on by."
she's a Latina too, bro. She has fucking pierced nipples. It's crazy.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, she's a freak. Okay.
Hey, I
Just so
used to
you
have
know.
pierced nipples.
I love Nick,
Uh,
Freak
bro.
confirmed.
I had
Nick,
two.
I
I had
love
both
you.
of them pierced. I had my tongue pierced. I had two in my left ear. I had one in my right ear. I had I think
Yeah, one of my
a
ex-girlfriends,
two gauge.
Jessica, she had her clit pierced. Imagine doing that.
Yeah, that's
Imagine a
going
girl
somewhere.
going in to get that pierced. Like, Jesus, that's got to be an event, like a whole ass event. Jesus.
Ah.
It was nice though. I was
Wait,
tonguing that clit.
Dink, where's that game at? November 29th. What are you talking about? Michigan? He's talking about Michigan Blue versus Ohio State?
Oh, that would be sick. Yeah.
Oh, that would
Doesn't
is
Dink
that
live?
going to be
Doesn't
the
Dink?
first game?
You know,
Doesn't
you
Dink
know,
live?
Dank,
So,
I could probably get in. I bet I could call my buddy up and I could be on the field for that game. I don't know
bro,
if how
I
many
could
people I
go.
could get onto the field, but I could open
So
the
Dink,
gate after the game
where's
and let
Ann
you onto
Arbor?
the
Where's
field.
If
Ann
it's Michigan
Arbor?
versus Ohio State week 1, then what else do you have to look forward the rest of the season? Like
Bro,
No,
you can't
Dink,
that
just
let
ain't
me.
week
blow
one.
your
Dink,
load.
That's the last game of the year.
Oh, okay. I was just about to say, I was like,
No, no, no.
what? You can't blow your load right out the fucking season
No,
like
no,
that.
no. That's the last game before the playoffs. They do all the playoffs and weird shit now. But yeah, it used to go right
Hmm.
into the bowl games, but now you got to do playoffs after it too.
bro, Dink, if you're really serious, because my uncle he's a diehard fan, and I'll fly from LA to go over there. Me and Nick will fly.
Dude,
Does
I'm down.
Michigan play Notre Dame? Do we know
I'm not
this
sure,
season?
but that Ohio State Buckeyes versus Michigan is the biggest rival in fucking college sports, bro. I
It
know
really is. Yeah.
every team has a rival, like you know what I mean, but like that team, like Michigan says, fuck Ohio, fuck Cleveland, fuck everybody. That's
Well,
you know
I
hey,
what
guess
if
you
Ohio
could also
says?
say like Alabama
And Ohio
versus
says the same thing
someone.
to
Yeah.
Michigan. Like I go to March. I'm a big basketball fan, bro. I go to March Madness for college basketball with my family, and they all fly from like to Vegas, and me and my dad drive.
Now, if we do go to the Ann Arbor game, like I said, I used to be the head. I used to work the event staff and security, and my buddies still work there. So if we go there, we could go tailgate with like all the players and all the famous people, and then
Can you
after
drink in
the
the parking lot?
yeah, we can hang out and drink in the parking lot. They have a big tailgate there. It'd be fun. And then there's a lot of the celebrities and shit come out there. And then after the game, we could come and walk on the field. I guarantee I could get us to get back on the field at the end of the game. That'd be cool. I'll have my
Maybe
buddy
Opie.
open the gate because no, I used to work the gate. That was what we did. We worked. There was 3 gates. There's one on the 50 and 2 on the 30. I worked the 30. My one buddy worked the 50, and all my guys are still there. So we just walk down. They'll open the gate for us. They only open it up for family and well, we'd be considered friends.
I just texted my uncle right now. Both of my uncles that live in Michigan.
Yeah, I'd definitely get the hookup. Dank's gonna bring the dabs and weed. I've got the tailgate with some fun parties and field passes.
It's
You know
gonna
what's
be
funny? Yeah, my
we're taking the private jet, right?
Dank, do you live in Michigan or Ohio? Or
He lives in
oh,
Ohio.
Dank's here. Dank's here now. I was about to talk through ask from through a comment. Dank, are you Ohio or Michigan? I forget. Always that fucking dumb. Always stoned.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm in Ohio.
Ohio, that's right. My uncle lives in
Oh,
Toledo.
hi. Oh,
My uncle lives in Toledo, Ohio. Toledo.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
Dank.
yeah, I'm like 25 minutes away. Yeah, I'm dead serious. We could definitely work something out.
And my uncle could get
oh,
us
that's your uncle?
if Nick
Oh
Nick,
no, I thought that was your uncle. Never mind.
Nah, that's the homie. That's Dink. That's the homie Dink.
Dude, that'd be
Dink.
fun. I'm excited, dude. We could walk over to my old tailgate, my party, and they have fucking the game, especially after the game. If we go after, we do it before and after. After is even more fun because the players come out to the tailgate and hang out with us. But I guarantee they'll let us out on the field after the game too. We'll have some fun.
Who's gonna bring the grill?
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, I did.
I've been up
I
there
worked for him
probably-
for years.
I've been up
You
there
better get
probably
that
4 or
grill
5
out there.
different times in Ann Arbor to tailgate, and even as a diehard Ohio State fan, like I have way more fun going to Ann Arbor than I do to
Dude, you're gonna
Columbus.
get
I
your
mean,
ass kicked with your AJ
No,
Hawk
dude, it's
jersey, bro.
literally like
You're
a
gonna get
music.
smoked out
It's-
there, bro.
It's literally like a
Nah.
music festival out there, dude. Everybody's out there having fun, drinking beers, cooking out. Like it's just there's just no music, and everybody's watching Ohio State and Michigan.
Yeah, we fucking. I remember we have to get to the tailgate at like fucking 5 in the morning for the
game's
game.
at 9, it
It's
says.
insane.
The game-
Dude,
the
if
game
you wear
starts-
an Ohio
we
State
were there. I
jersey
was.
in
We had to keep an
Michigan,
eye on people double parking, so we had to get there before anybody got there because if anybody starts double park, because we were in the event staff lot, and these people paid like $15,000 a year to park there. So if anybody tried to double
so
park,
the
you had to-
Michigan fans aren't gonna fuck with the Ohio State fans in the, the tailgate party. Is
Like
that for
they're
real?
Oh
not-
yeah,
they-
Peace out,
I've
poison.
done this. I've done this more than once. I always wear my Ohio State jersey. No one's on that
Bulletproof
bullshit.
vest? Okay.
No, you got.
Let alone-
That's right.
That'll be fun.
Let alone,
safe
I
out there, my
I don't
guy.
go out in public without my buddy in my hip anyway, so it wouldn't
Nah,
be
but
Are you
cool
wearing-
for
they-
them.
but
Are you
they-
wearing
but
a
they-
home or away
Hey, Darth,
jersey?
let me
Ohio
talk.
State?
But
Yep.
Darth, let me talk. Dink, you're with me, so you're good, bro. Because all my uncle, both my uncles will be there, and all their buddies, they're all Michigan Blue fans. So
Well, yeah,
and
I've gone up there lots of times with other
It's-
Michigan
it's
fans, and,
friendly,
and there's tons of Ohio State fans there already. You know what I mean?
yep, yeah, because it's not
I
a
feel
far
like you get
drive.
your ass
How
kicked,
far
though,
is-
if you
how
wore
fa-
an Ohio
No,
State
but
jersey.
Darth, you don't,
No,
Darth. No,
that's
you
not
won't
true.
get Darth. You won't, Dark. You don't see this shit like it's LA, brother.
There-
You're thinking about
there's-
LA. You're
there's
thinking
cops
everything's like
everywhere.
fucking.
If
Yeah,
there's a
no,
fight
I was
broke
just
out,
saying.
they'll get
Well, that's what I
arrested
did.
anyway.
My friends are security. We have walkie-talkies to cops all over
I mean,
the
this,
place.
this is Michigan and Ohio. We don't play like what's going on in California. That shit doesn't fly around here.
No.
Yeah,
No,
Darth,
he can wear the Ohio State hat to the tailgate. My guys don't give a shit because we have Ohio State guys that sometimes even roll through. It's cool as hell. We're gonna have fun. I'll show you
It's
guys
all
the
about-
poll I got. I'm gonna
yeah.
get us out on the field after the game too. We'll have some fun.
I just
Dude,
want to get
that would be
fucking
awesome.
drunk. But it's gonna be cold,
Yeah,
so I'm
that's
gonna
what
get. I'm gonna drink
we
my.
could all go live. We could be doing Dab Marines and shit, and we could set up like
I'm
a
down.
huge beer pong tournament. Like, dude, we could do some cool shit.
Yeah. Oh, let me see. I think I got some of my old passes. Let me see if I got them.
And
Hey.
weed's legal up there, and then they're like super, lenient
Oh
about
yeah,
it. Like they
I
don't.
forgot about that. Yeah, Michigan legalized it. I love that. It's awesome.
It's been legal rec for a long time, so the cops, they've absolutely washed their hands up with it. They don't give two
They
shits
don't
about
care.
it at all.
Yeah. But I will tell you, when I go out to tailgate
But
parties,
yeah, check it out,
NFL
guys.
tailgate
So
parties,
this is
or
back to some of my old
MLB,
field passes. And they eventually printed my name on them. But this is like when I first started working for the University of Michigan. So you get these field passes and it has like the whole stadium and everything.
That's bad. That's fucking 20. That's crazy that you still have those.
Yeah,
22
I
years.
had some
Holy
others. Like
fuck.
those was my first
you
two.
could
That
reprint them and then make them 2025
no,
passes.
no, they change every year. But mine. These are my original ones. They didn't have my name, so they had to tape my name on it. But they eventually printed my name on them, and I ended up hanging them up in my kid's room. And a couple times during a move, we lost them. But I worked with them for like 5 years.
I bet you they're gonna let you in if you put 2025 on that bitch.
Well, I don't need to get let in. I already know
They
the guys
won't
who
even
still
know.
work there.
They're
They're
gonna be
gonna
like,
let me in.
"Oh,
They're
he's
gonna
got
let
the
me in
special
anyway.
pass."
They can let me in
Yeah.
anyway. Like I said, I already know the guys who work there.
Or they're gonna eye scan you.
No, I already know. I partied with
I'm fucking
literally
with you.
the only guys who work the field staff, so I know every single one of
You
them.
just give them a little
Think
fist
about
bump and
this.
you're in. I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, these
Best
guys
case
are old dudes.
scenario, right? Ohio State and Michigan are both undefeated, right? Going into that game. And then, regardless of who wins, they could have a rematch the following weekend in the Big Ten championship.
Oh yeah, and that does happen.
And then, even with that, then they could still have a rematch in the playoffs and play 3 times in 1 year.
Well, Jim Harbaugh is the best college football coach possibly of all time. I'm just saying. Like, I'm a 49er fan, so I'm biased. Yeah.
Harbaugh, he was good.
I don't know. He liked to pick his nose and eat his boogers, so I don't know. He's a
I'd
good
rather
football
take.
coach, though.
Oh, that's funny.
I like. You know who I like? The Rams coach, Sean McMay. I love that guy.
Yeah.
He's so
Yeah,
positive.
McVay. Yeah, dude, that dude is an awesome coach.
He's motivated, bro. Like that's what you need, and like even
Yeah,
I
you
like
need
the
that passion. Well,
Detroit
same with
Lions coach
Shanahan.
too.
Like, you see the passion in the coaches.
Like the Detroit Lions coach. These guys lose their voice. That's how you know they care about their team.
Yes.
There's other coaches are pussies. They're like, oh man, I know he just played like that. Fucking.
But yeah, Sean
Good
McVay,
job.
like Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll is another one, right? You can the passion. I love to see that. What you're saying, Noah.
Yeah,
Like, you
it's all
want to
about
see that in
passion.
your
You got
coach.
like it's like you know what I mean. Like growing up, like when I grew up, I had like my dad was my coach, and my dad was always that positive, but he always had that compassion. You know what I mean? He was like, guys, let's go. We're gonna have a good game, and hey, if we lose, we got the next game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
always
You know what I
cool.
So
mean?
you got to stay positive.
Yeah,
But
you can't.
Shanahan's a way better coach than McVay. Your boy McVay. Sorry to say, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, but the guy, how McVay is still young. You know what I mean? McVay
Yeah,
was
give it time,
he
though. Yeah, give it
McVay
time. So
Saying still
far,
pretty
McVay
yeah.
start
young.
McVay started from the bottom. Now he's the head coach finally, and he got a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
So
Shanahan has that DNA, man. It's like,
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
if you
definitely.
want to
Yeah, no
know,
doubt about
the
it.
best coach has to be somebody who coached a good college team and a good pro team, because coaching both of those are totally
you know who
different.
I like? You know who I like? Bill Belichick, because he's marrying a 24-year-old, and that guy's 70 something.
I knew you were going to say it.
I think she's running his life, though, from what I hear. It's kind of
Yep,
crazy.
bro. You should
hold
saw
on,
the
hold on.
interview.
Yo,
It's
yo, yo,
funny.
yo. You guys are giving him too much credit, and I refuse to give him this credit. He just has a lot of money, and his dick works. That's all that's going on.
Well, your dick works any day now. There's pills for that.
Isn't that one of the new side effects of Ozempic? It gives you like a big dick. Is what I heard.
That's because you lose
Shit.
your fucking weight around your fucking dick.
Yeah.
Right? It just looks bigger.
It's a fucking fact. I mean, what the fuck?
I can see it
That ain't
now.
new
Holy
news.
shit.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
I
Shank,
never
I'm
heard
a
that.
they might protest in
That's
LA
funny.
over the debate of Coach.
Let's go. Oh, shit.
Well, the best coach is the Chiefs coach right now, to be fair. He's like the king of all
Alex
kings
Fire
coaches.
Purple.
Hey,
So
the NBA best coach, Phil
What
Jackson.
one's that, Dank?
GMO.
GMO.
Phil
Ugh.
Jackson.
Oh
GMO.
yeah, he's
Ugh.
the goat. Yeah.
Ugh. Does
Phil
it taste
Jackson.
like it? Ugh. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I would smoke that over a Blue Dream still.
Yeah, right. This is Sherb cake. Some of my indoor organic.
The
Dude,
only
if
thing
Phil
I find,
Jackson wasn't coaching,
oh,
he
that was
Kobe might have only gotten like 2 titles. MJ might have only gotten 3 titles.
Is Phil
Phil
Jackson still
Jackson
alive?
is the best coach of all time. He's
with
even
his
better
little
than
triangle
Belichick.
offense, right?
No, not little. Bro, he's like literally maybe Mike Krzyzewski could be like number 2, but
Hey, I'm a
Phil
huge
Jackson's
Bulls
number
fan.
1.
I don't know, I'm just
I'm just saying.
I had Bulls jerseys. I had the whole 9 yards. Oh,
Fucking love
fire.
Phil Jackson. And he gets all the pussy. He literally got the Lakers owner fucking
Permanent marker.
Jeannie
Well,
Buss.
doesn't he
Yeah.
also go on like what is the where you go out and you smoke the peyote or whatever,
Yeah,
the
he's got a
ayahuasca or
little
something
Aaron
like that?
Rodgers
Yeah, he goes out there and
situation
he
going on.
trips out. He goes out and like goes on these like trippy adventures. So I don't know. It's
Bro,
interesting.
Cleveland just hit a grand slam right now. Fucking the guy pitched and hit Jose Ramirez, and the guy next, and this guy, when you're a pitcher, you're gonna be nice and you're gonna try to throw a nice pitch, and the guy's like,
Yeah,
"Fuck you, I'm gonna try to swing." Grand slam.
that's crazy.
Cleveland, Ohio. Where is Cleveland, Ohio? Is it fucking Cleveland?
Northwest, northeast.
Northeast. Yeah,
Is it
northeast.
near?
It's like
Is it
right
near Toledo?
on Lake Erie.
Next to Ohio.
About 2.5 hours east of Toledo.
Okay.
Yeah, I used
I
to
got
take
hit,
what the
Where
70,
nobody ever wants
75.
to live. Like, yeah.
bro. I'm hitting Wisconsin, Michigan, fucking. So I'm probably gonna hit
Imagine
Wisconsin
living
too.
in Ohio. Like that would be rough, bro. Like, damn.
Nah, Ohio's not. There's suburbs,
They
bro.
got the 2 biggest theme parks. Kings Island,
They
Cedar
got
Point's pretty
suburbs,
badass.
bro. Not
Well,
everything in Ohio.
everybody thinks of Ohio like they think about the northern part. They don't realize
They
from
think
like
like
Columbus south, it's almost like West Virginia, like terrain
Sounds like
wise.
Detroit.
It
All
is.
of Ohio
Ugh.
sounds like Detroit to me, man. I'm
No,
not trying to hear
West
that.
Virginia's
Hell
way,
no.
way
No, it's just
worse.
like
Don't go to West
Virginians.
Virginia. Now, if go to west side of
Like
Dayton,
like
I feel
I
like
would
all
let
the
my
East
kids
Coast
walk
is some bullshit.
around Toledo
Let's get that. I'm
before
gonna
I
be
would
nice
ever
here
let them
by
walk
the
around
beach, man.
Detroit.
So
It's just not the same.
I'm just having me and Nick are just having fun living out here by the beach. I mean,
Well, I don't
it's
know if you're
way
having too much
different than
fun.
that
It looks
East
like
yeah,
Coast
the
there's
shit that's
LA.
going on.
chaos and cops and curfews at the moment.
Well, they're not
yeah,
down by
but
me at
like
least.
look. I'm honestly I don't even like California no more. I just live here because of my family, and I'm not being like that. Everybody says nice weather, but I posted a meme where there's homeless people taking shits on the side. Skid Row's ugly. LA, we have 40 million. Like fucking California needs to be fucking like
Yeah,
taken
probably a
over
lot of
by
it, but I'm in
the
Pacific
federal
Beach.
government needs to
It's
take
so
over
nice out here.
California,
I
bro.
love
You
it.
hear me? Listen to me, bro.
It's so
Can we just
nice.
but look, how is it
I'm
so
having
nice
fun
when
there.
there's so many looting in LA? It's fucking making it look bad.
I don't
I'll
care
have
about LA. That's why I'm not in LA.
I'll have
I
to
hate
admit,
LA.
San Diego. I was walking home from like a restaurant late at night or a bar, and I saw this the first time I saw a homeless person taking a shit in the street. And that was in San Diego. I walked
That's
around the
not
corner and I
San
was like,
Diego, though.
"Whoa, whoa!" And he
Bro,
scared me, and I scared him, and we both didn't know what to do.
Stars, don't talk. San Diego has a homeless population, and you can't
maybe
disagree on
no
that.
downtown in Pacific Beach, La Jolla. We don't have that going on, bro. It just does not transpire. Like
Yeah.
they go to
But it's
restrooms. Like we have
but
restrooms at the beach. They go there. Even the homeless people, they all go there.
but why is there? I wish California had prices like the East Coast in gas. Because I love the East Coast
I'm
because of the
paying
gas
$5 a
prices.
gallon, bro. I think
You
it's
know
for
what's
like
funny? How
$4.50.
Mine wasn't that bad. I'm south of you guys. I just
Hey,
posted in the
Dink, I got
Discord. I
I
forget it
got your
wasn't that
back, bro.
bad.
Because I have family in the East Coast, and I wish I had gas prices like where you guys have. Because I'm paying fucking gas prices that are up the ass. It's because of Gavin Newsom.
But I mean,
I'm
what was
not
the gas
you know what I mean?
prices like 15 years ago? It literally was like already $4 like 15 years ago.
Same.
It really hardly changed.
No, it was
You're not wrong.
so when I first drive at 16, I first drive at 16, 15 and a half. Like, you know what I mean? So
Hold on,
15 years
yo,
ago.
hold on. No, hold on. I got to call out Nick on that because you said the $4 15 years ago. Yes, that's true. They added so many taxes on taxes that it just kind of evened out. They lowered the gas price. So the price lowered on the gas, right? But our taxes remain the same. So we're still paying $4, $5 a gallon. Where
Right.
if you cruised out somewhere else, they're paying like $2.89.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to clarify that.
I think I read somewhere too that like maybe July 1st, California's gas tax goes up like to 65 cents on like each tax. Maybe I'm
Some
butchering the
bullshit.
numbers, but
There's
so it
like
might be
8
going up again
taxes that
hardcore on
they
you
add
guys.
to a gallon.
But hear me out again, Darth. Okay, so about
Mhm.
15 years ago, our gas is almost the same price as today, right? It's in between like $4 and 4 something usually. I just saw it for like 4.36 where I was at. And that was about 15 years ago, almost the same. In Ohio, 15 years ago, my mom's prices was way lower and it's got way higher in Ohio versus I guarantee you 15 years ago it was cheaper in Ohio than it is today. As
So
versus it's
Nick,
almost the same
Nick, I
out here.
love you, but Nick, ask your little fucking your person. Gas
What?
prices were $2 and like up to
No.
2.5. Yes, 15
Yeah,
years ago,
and
brother.
we were paying $4.50. In
No,
What
Ohio,
no,
they were
no,
paying
well,
$2.70.
I
no, they weren't.
remember it back then.
No, you guys are so smoked out. Darth,
What is
Darth,
gas
man,
I
prices
I've
in
been
remember what I
LA
driving. No,
in
remember.
I've been
15
driving
years
for
ago?
fucking 13 years, bro, and I know I'm not stupid. Gas prices were like 2.5 when I was
That's
growing
what I
up in high
said.
school.
That's
You said
exactly
it was
what I said.
$4, bro.
No, in
And I grew
Ohio
up in
is
Cali. No,
250, and
I
then in
don't grow up in
California.
Ohio. I grew up in LA, brother.
In LA
Oh,
at 2010, at 50,
I'm
it
not
was
trying to fight over these gas prices, bro.
$3.12 for cheapest.
I can
Bro,
remember in '98 filling up a 10-gallon car for 16 bucks. So it would have been $1.60.
Well, my
gas
cheapest was
prices,
when I was
gas
like
price
I seen it at like 80 79
in
cents.
2000. So
Oh
in
yeah,
January,
then I can remember filling up the gas tank for my mom. She had like a little LeBaron, so this would have had to have been. Let me think here. 1890. This would have been '94, and Marlboro Lights were $1.99, and gas was 79 cents.
Exactly.
are
79,
you gonna grow?
89, and 99.
Hold up. Are you
Mm-hmm.
gonna grow a beard or no? It looks like you're undecided. Like you're kind
No,
of in
I
between on
just
your
haven't
beard
shaved.
thing.
I'm going to a music festival tomorrow, so I've just been holding off, and we've been doing major construction on the house to get it ready for sale. So I've been a
Oh
busy
yeah.
motherfucker.
There you
that
go.
fool
No
looks like
time
a
to shave.
Wolverine right now. That's a Wolverine.
That's what, dude. That's what I should be doing. I should be working instead of talking to you guys. No, I love you guys. I'm fucking with you.
uh,
Nah,
No, but no,
Yeah, I
I
put
can't just like when you go in between beard. I'm always confused when people do that. It's like, did they forget to shave, or are they
No, it's
committing
just when
to
I get
going
busy
towards the
is
beard?
usually what happens. Normally I shave like every day or every other day, but yeah, I've been fucking busy from like sun up to sundown trying to do a bunch of shit.
Well, you
I
gotta
put
fucking
pictures up
feed
in
your
the
family. I mean,
I put, I put pictures up in the Discord of that. We ripped out a huge
oh
bay
yeah. Oh
window
yeah.
and
I
I
saw that. That was crazy.
your beard
when
is
you,
almost coming in good, but your mustache is lacking, bro. Like you're kind of weak on your
a lot
stash.
of it's the light.
Maybe it's gray.
It's just the
hey
light.
Darth, you can't be a
Big
hater,
old
bro.
fat
What are
fuck.
you, a fucking
I'm not
female? Or
hating
come
on.
on,
What are you
dog.
talking about? I'm encouraging him to grow shit
I bet
out.
you if I grew a beard,
My
it'd
I
be
love
pictures
you.
I'd
been
probably have a lot of gray
freaking
hair in my
burly.
beard if I
It's
grew
just
it.
the light.
I don't have a lot of gray hair in my regular hair, but I would have a lot of gray hair in my beard for sure.
Mm. I don't even see it now, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean it's
I'm
definitely there.
keeping my
My shit comes in
mustache
like
because of
50
fucking. You know why? Because I'm going to the National Guard today. I'm going to downtown LA. They're gonna give me a
Bitch, you
fucking
ain't
shield.
doing shit. Shut the fuck
No,
up.
they're gonna. Dog, it's
You're
called a
not going
joke,
anywhere.
bro. I'm gonna bring American flag and probably get fucking stabbed on GTA.
Really? Okay, send it.
Noah's gonna do
I'll
about
watch.
7. He's gonna do
Bro, this
7 more
one guy,
fireballs and
bro,
then
I
think,
saw
"Eh,
the
I'm just
video.
gonna lay back down."
Noah, if you stream out there, I'm watching.
I got him
I'm
tomorrow.
watching
I
Bro,
got
it
him tomorrow.
100%.
bro, I felt bad. There's this one guy that brought a fucking. He was stupid, but he like he brought like a Trump hat, right? Like a dumbass.
Yeah.
And all these guys, dog, were fucking trying to like. One guy punched him in the head, and you know, there's like those guys that are nice that protect, like saying, "Hey, stop, we're peaceful, right?" The other people are saying, "Fuck no, fuck him," and there were 10 guys jumped him, but thank God there was cops. There's cops everywhere now in LA right now. He got saved. This guy was
Not
bleeding
everywhere.
through
They're
his
all
head,
spread out, dude.
but that's fucked up though, bro. But he's stupid though. I know
Cops
you
can't
can't.
even save a jewelry
Well, I
store,
mean,
man.
if you
Like, what
don't
the fuck are
think
they
that they're
even doing?
recording all this shit
Like,
with
literally, a
fucking
jewelry
satellite
store got
and
robbed of like $4 million. I bet. Like, if that's my guess. But
Well, everybody's getting found. They already said that. They said, I don't care what you do, you're going to be found. They're founding guys, no matter what you're wearing. So,
Like,
the technology is out there. So.
if you own
yeah,
a jewelry store, stay
you saw
inside
that.
and hold an Uzi and just be
You
ready
saw
to
that guy.
blast.
You saw
Like,
that
I
guy
would
that
smoke all those fuckers so quick. Like, they wouldn't even know what would hit them. They wouldn't have time to put their jacket on. Like, dude, they'd be cooked, bro.
Bro, there was a girl in a motorcycle. I'm gonna send you guys a clip, and she thought it was
Send it.
funny. She was like
Can you
this.
send it
She's
in
like,
my chat?
I'm gonna try to find it because it takes. I
Uh,
watched it earlier, like this morning. But what, dude? This girl, she was thought it was cool. She was revving her motorcycle, and and she already knew what she was gonna do. She went straight into a line of
well,
cops,
don't
and
spoil
this.
it. No, no, don't spoil it.
I
Don't
know
spoil it.
it's not
Send
a
the video.
spoil, but
Send the video.
I know I gotta find it. But I'm just telling you, like, why do
No,
people do this?
don't. You're spoiling it, bro. I don't want to
But
hear it. I want to see it.
Dank's
Well,
not
we
gonna
ain't going to
watch
know
it.
what it is.
Yeah, well,
Well,
I'm
he's
trying to tell people
basically
like,
telling
if
what's going to transpire in the video. I don't want to hear the video. I just want to see the video. How
yeah,
about that?
but that girl is stupid. She's gonna get charged for murder for that.
All right, let's see it.
You know that's a deadly weapon, right? Right, Dink?
It
Dink,
is, yeah, 100%. Yeah,
isn't it?
dude, if you rock a fucking motorcycle and send it towards somebody, you're gonna get smoked or you're gonna die. Either way,
yeah.
like, because you're
Plus
gonna
it's an
either crash
additional
the
charge
motorcycle or
like
get shot. Like,
on a peace officer, right?
Bro, and she was
mhm.
laughing. She was like, "My fucking, I was born like." I'm like,
Again,
she was like, "Her," I
spoilers,
was like,
bro. Send the video so we
"Oh
can see
my,
it.
okay, let me. All right, but I'm not. These guys are not even gonna watch the fucking video."
I don't want. No, I'm gonna watch it, dude. I'm gonna show it on my fucking stream right now, dude.
Did you
I
guys see the
got you,
one
my
I
guy.
posted in Discord about the lady drunk driver who smashed through the building? That was horrible.
Wait, what?
I
This
didn't
lady
see
was
What
that.
drinking
happened?
and driving, and she went flying through, she said she passed out, went into a building. They were having a birthday party for some families and little kids, and she killed like two little kids that were like 5 and 7. She pinned them against the wall.
Jesus Christ.
It was the worst
Oh
thing to
my.
see.
Can
Like,
we
they had a
watch Noah's
video
video
camera. They had a
first?
video camera, and one was under it, and they were like, "He's under it." And they said, "Pop the trunk," and they were smart because they said, "Get the jack." So they got the jack out of the car and started jacking it up. But it was a gnarly video
But
to
you gotta
watch.
jack that
And then
shit,
that
man.
lady's just like, "Ha ha ha!" It was just horrible.
Hold on, they
Why do
tried to
people
jack
do
up the
that shit?
vehicle
That's
over
crazy.
somebody because somebody
It
was
was
underneath
one of
the
the
vehicle.
kids was pinned under it. Yeah,
Fuck.
one
Damn.
was pinned
Okay.
under it, and one was pinned against the wall.
Brutal.
Yeah,
That's
and the
Why do people?
parents
absolutely brutal.
And the parents carrying him out, and you seen the kid was just limp, and like they had it blurred
Yeah, I
out,
don't
but
want to
it
watch
was,
that. I don't
it
want to
was.
watch that. Don't send that video. Yo, Nick, don't send that
That's what
video,
that.
please.
Everybody in the comments are like, "I'm cutting onions. I'm not crying. You're crying." It was a pretty sad
I don't
video.
want to see that. Thank
Why do
you.
people do crazy shit like that?
Eh,
People,
don't drink and drive.
people don't have a heart no more.
Yeah. Let me go grab some more water, guys. I already pounded all my water.
That's right.
Yo, Nick.
But
Oh, shit. I missed him. I was going to ask
yeah.
him when he was going to get off. He
I
usually
think he's
just
gonna
will
get
give
off.
us
He's
like a
gonna get
notice.
off until his wife wakes up. He told me she's taking a nap right now.
I think I'm going to have to hold it down on my stream because like I have a commitment to bikini and resident DJ.
I know,
Like
dude. I know you. I know. I watch your You're fucking.
so
You're
thank
fucking
you.
funny. You're
I try
fucking
to hold
funny.
it down, bro. No, it's for like everyone. It's not just for me. Right.
But I'm gonna start
We're
streaming.
having fun.
My buddies told me to start streaming. But when I stream, I'm not gonna do like shots and anything. I'm gonna be playing games with like
Oh,
and
games.
with
What games?
like game
Like what
like
games are you?
probably
COD?
like uh COD, Fortnite, like not Fortnite, but like COD,
I don't like
couple
Fortnite.
like a couple sports games, maybe like college football, Madden or some shit. You know what I mean?
Ooh, let's play some Madden, bro. I'm down. If you are,
I'm buying. What's it
I
called?
love
I'm buying
Madden.
I gotta You know what? It sucks how that's why I hate about like I wish like GTA would have come out with the come out in the PC. It's like coming
Yeah.
out after like a year. They said, you know that, right?
Oh, for PC, I believe it.
So I gotta buy a PS5.
Oh, did you
And I
guys
think
ever
I'm
see that meme? That meme that said they're gonna just release GTA 7 next year, and GTA 6 will be released a year or two later.
Hey, watch. Hey, I just can't, bro. I can't wait when they, bro. You know what's gonna be? You know, Rockstar when they see how much money they make right now, you know what they're gonna release next, right?
What?
What was their second biggest game?
Red Dead.
Yep, they're gonna release Red Dead 3 like in a weird like it's gonna be I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I feel like
Do you know Rockstar
watch.
is in San Diego? I don't know if you know this, but yeah,
I knew it was in
Rockstar is in San
California.
Diego.
That's why
Yeah.
I know because they always had like the CA near their logo sometimes. I know they were California. That's
Yeah,
what you
they're
know,
here in
dude.
San Diego. They're in northern
Bro,
San
Darth,
Diego,
you
and they
know
make
LA is
Red
the
Dead. They also make the MLB, the show. I don't know if you guys
yeah.
play baseball or like baseball, but they also make the Grand Theft Auto here in San Diego. Let's go, baby!
That'll be cool.
I hope
I've never been a Red Dead fan. I do got the Red Dead too, but
Oh, I
I
love Red
don't
Dead. Red Dead's Yo, Nick, you need to get on board with that shit, man. It's fun.
know.
Yeah, I played the fuck out of
It
Red
takes
Dead
some
too.
time.
Damn, I'm just.
It'll take some time out of your life.
I have
So, but
It does
ADHD.
take
I
some
have
time, but
ADHD so bad. Like I'm having a hard time with Harry Potter. I
like,
love Harry Potter. I was so
oh
excited for it to
so
come
you're
out.
nah,
I
s-
finally
ditch that
got
shit.
Harry Potter, and
No,
I
you
don't
got
even
to
like playing
ditch
Harry
so
that.
Potter.
so you're
Ditch
not a
that
you'll
Harry
story
get
mode
Potter
guy.
shit, man. You got to go Red Dead
you'll
full
get
send.
stuck playing it like
Fuck that
14
Harry
hours in a
Potter
row and
bullshit.
shit.
So so you're not so Nick, so you're not like a story mode guy.
Oh no, I don't have time for that sometimes.
You're fast paced. You're fast paced.
Well, that I'm old school because like back in the day, you started the game, you played the game. You didn't fucking do like have to restart and do this and do that and like I don't know. It was
Just
just
like
like
Yeah, like
Eric said,
MW
he
and
agrees.
Call of Duty.
You
I
need
used to play I
RDR2 in
played
your life.
bro, I played every Call of Duty story mode, bro, and that shit was fun.
yeah.
But Call
Yeah,
of
the
Duty's
campaign
easy.
modes are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
see, I've
you get
never
to
did the campaigns
achievement
either.
farm.
Honestly, I haven't did any of that. The only thing I've ever did was, man, maybe we did. What was it? Hmm. What was that other zombie game? Oh man, Resident Evil. I think I did Resident Evil back in
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah, that game's hard
Yep.
though.
I
It's
did that
very
with
hard.
Boston Roller. Me and him would do that, play that game a lot.
Like
I'm
RDR2
trying.
is like way
I'm trying to
easier. Like yo,
label
Nick,
jars
you're
of
gonna
weed
love
for.
that shit, bro.
I'm trying to label jars of weed for the music festival this weekend. I almost wrote Resident Evil on here.
That's a big ass jar of weed.
They'd be like, "What's
I'm
this
like,
one?
shit.
Yeah,
This is
7
a
grams in
special."
that
What
bitch.
They'd still buy it.
But
What's
Dank,
it?
my
Yeah, but
uncle said he's going to
Nick,
the game.
get the RDR2, bro. I'm telling you, it just released on PC. So we finally have it on PC where we
Well,
can
I
rock
already
Oh,
that
got
then
shit.
RD. I got
I would
Red Dead too.
100%
I
go.
just got to put it in.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
on
Dank,
PC or
I
on
Dank,
console.
dude, you'll
I
have a
got
good time with
PS5.
my uncle, he's the nicest guy. He's a Michigan fan, but he's like lives in Toledo, but he's from Michigan,
Right.
Detroit, Michigan. And my family's from Flint, Michigan, so I got family that live in Michigan, so I'm a
Yeah.
Michigan boy too.
Yeah. We lived in. We stayed at my buddy's house. I believe Saline, Michigan, and we would go to Ann Arbor. We went to Detroit. Pretty cool.
Yeah, my one like 2 or 3 of my friends are all Michigan fans too. They live in Michigan, so even on the off years where the game would be in Columbus, I'd always go up to Michigan and we'd meet in like Lansing or Jackson or whatever. And it's kind of a drive for me, but whatever. It was 1 time a year thing, and we'd be in these bars. And back then, that was when Ohio State was just running the table, so I'd be like the only Ohio State fan in this whole Michigan bar. and Ohio State would score, and I'd jump up and go OH, and nobody else would say fucking shit. That's all just Michigan fans, you know.
That'd
And
be
they're all
hilarious.
like mean mugging me and whatever. But my dude Josh is like 7'8" and just a gorilla, so like nobody would say shit, you know. But
That's
yeah, we
hilarious.
would have a
Nah,
good
but
time.
I feel like Ohio, Michigan always have a good rival because I was talking earlier. I go to March Madness to Vegas for basketball, and my uncle always comes and flies, and he wears his Michigan blue, and he has a shirt that says something about Ohio, and the Ohio guys laugh about it. They're like, you know what I mean? They're like, they always think they love each other. Like my uncle's like, go Buckeyes, and the
Mhm.
guy's like, go blue. You know what I mean?
But you know what? Up in Michigan, we always kind of make fun of Ohio State because we always say we're your biggest rivalry, but you're not our biggest rivalry. Because we have rivalries that go back older with like Minnesota and the Brown Jug and Notre Dame, and
Yep.
so
Yeah,
we
well,
always.
that those don't mean shit anymore. I mean, yeah, Notre Dame's
Hey, Nick,
I
decent,
know,
cheers,
but
bro.
but it
I'm
is always
still like,
something we always make fun of. We go, yeah, I understand you. We're your biggest rivalry, but you're not ours.
that like I'm halfway. Like I'm happy that Michigan has won the past couple of years because, dude, Ohio State won for
Well, not
so
a
many
couple of
years
years.
before that. It was
Michigan has
starting to
won
make
like
it
the
like
last like
you know
5 or 6 years, I
insane. You know
think,
what I
right?
mean?
Yeah, it was almost losing
Like
a
it needed
rivalry
to
if you
be.
keep winning all the time. Yeah.
Right, it needed to be even back out 100%. Yeah.
I was seeing that, noticing that too. That's why that's why I brought that up. I always thought it was funny though. But yeah, Notre Dame against us was
It's
always a
not a
big game.
rivalry
Minnesota
anymore.
against us was a big game. I believe even Iowa and us had a
Michigan
pretty big one.
State.
Michigan. Oh yeah, Michigan State. I forgot about Michigan State and us had a
Yeah,
good
that was
rivalry.
always a huge game. Yeah.
And go Michigan State. If you go up to Michigan at the University of Michigan, people are really rich and very preppy and smart and chill. Go to Michigan State, that is a fucking party school.
I don't know
They
about
fucking
rich.
rock out there.
What? That's crazy to say Michigan people are rich. That's a
Uh,
wild statement.
oh, Ann Arbor, are you kidding me?
It's just it's
I don't
like
know
this.
about all
It's
that,
really
man.
like disparity. So like you have like the cities, and then there's like a lot of money. But then you have the
But
whole
it's
rest
just
of it is
cloudy
mainly
though. Like what?
like
Like why
country,
would you be in
and then it's
Michigan?
there isn't as much money.
Dude, I can take you on this golf course. I used to go all the golf courses I golfed on. You'll see houses that look like mansions, that look like they should be on like a this one course I went down, every house was designed differently because they were that rich and it was weird. You'd see one that looks like a Malibu beach home, all white and smooth. Then you'd see one that looks like a fucking castle. It was crazy.
That yeah, and then like the UP of Michigan, I mean, it looks like a different planet. Like you go up there, the lakes and the water, it's like clear. It looks almost like the ocean. Like it's just it's different. It's not like the rest of the state. Even like by the
I just don't
Mackinac Lake
have I have
area,
no desire to ever go to Michigan. Just looks cloudy and cold all the time, man. I'm just not with it.
Oh, it
I'm
will
just
be
gonna
in
be here in
I'm
San
gonna
November.
Diego,
It will be in
Nick,
November.
chilling.
oh yeah,
Nick,
it
I'm
will
gonna
be in
send you,
November. That's the reason.
What were you
Nick,
saying, Noah?
I'm gonna send you guys pictures in the Discord, bro. Like I get you, Darth, but when you get older, bro, I get it. California, if you have the money, right? You know what I mean? But well, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right? But Michigan is actually a place to be like peaceful. It's like nobody wants to deal with these fucking dumbass fucking lowlifes you see on the news nowadays in LA. You don't see that in
That's what
places
I'm
in
saying.
Michigan.
In Pacific Beach and La Jolla, we have no low lives. It's
Yeah,
relatively
but you don't.
chill.
But you live
What do
in
you see?
California still. But you know what I mean. You
It's
live in
true. Yeah,
California
I
with all the
mean,
looting.
it's
Yeah.
taxes. Yeah, we got taxes. Yeah.
I remember the
Yeah.
first 2 games of the year, Dank, I would get sunburned. So if you the first 2 games of the year get hot. And then after that, it gets pretty cold. But first couple games of the year
But
is
no,
pretty hot.
yo, Noah, I totally
Yeah,
get where
yeah,
you're
because it'd be
coming
like
from, though. I'm not discounting
I'm a
last
anything.
week of
California. I'm
August.
born and raised, Darth. But people, you can't just say like the East Coast is shit. Like you know what I mean, or the mid. Like people, you
I just
haven't
don't want
been
to
there
be
for
cold.
20, 30. You know, I get what you're saying. You know what
Not
I
a
mean.
big ask, right? Like I just don't want to be cold.
No, of course. That's good that you live in California, because California, but you know the weather. You live in a good area in San Diego, but I live in LA. I live not in LA, but I live in the Valley, where it's kind of getting
Oh
tired
gosh, you're
now because
cooking.
it's been
Yeah, you're getting
in the
cooked.
summer, in July and August, it's 100
Yeah, I
degrees
can't do
now.
that.
20 years
Yeah, I
ago,
get
Nick,
that.
you know this. In LA, it would never be 100 degrees. Climate change is real.
I almost guarantee this is fake terps.
Hashtag facts.
But what were you going to say, Dank? But yeah, the first 2 games of the year, I was trying to explain, gets hot. Darth, if you want
Hey,
to
Yeah,
pop,
you
yeah,
burn.
it's
yo,
usually like
Nick,
the
pop
last
that
week of
fucker open. Let's
August.
see it.
Hold on, I want to hear
Yeah.
Dank. What were you saying?
It's usually like the last week of August, first week of September. Yeah, the first games of the year or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, it's usually pretty hot. But yeah, in November, I mean, it's hit or miss. Sometimes it's, you know, shitty and rainy, but then other times it's 80 degrees out and sunny.
Yeah, my brother said
Yeah,
it's getting warmer.
I think Nick
Yeah, we
is
could get
closer
we
to
can get your
the
brother to
wind
come
than I am.
too.
Yeah, maybe.
So I'm 10
no.
blocks from the sand. So all I get is the ocean breeze, right? So it's always 77 to 80 degrees.
Yeah,
It's
see, so you're
always like
lucky,
that
like
for me.
so
Yeah.
you're living the life. Like I could go to my family's beach house in Channel Islands right now. It's next in Ventura. Dude, it's crazy. Darth, the weather goes 20 degrees difference. Like like one day
I
when
know.
I went 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, El
it was
Cajon is going to
90.
be like
It was 90 in the valley,
91
right?
probably right
Bro,
now.
it was 90 in the valley, and we went to the beach house, 70 degrees.
Yeah, the beach is always nice in the 70s.
If you go,
See,
yeah,
that's
if you
why
go
we're
inland
spoiled. We're
like 5
spoiled. Like,
miles, you're cooked. Like, yeah,
see,
it's
I'm
game
not
changer.
saying this, but like California, we're lucky. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying we're lucky. We pay for a lot of shit.
But
That's
you
what
have
we
to
do.
be by the beach, otherwise you're fucked. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why San Bernardino, Fresno, Riverside, like all those boys are cooked out there, and they get all mad, and that's why crime rises when the temperatures go up. Do you guys know this? Like in Florida, that's why there's so much crime. Like especially during summer, crime rises. People get pissed
Yep, I
off and
believe
they
that.
start committing
They
I
theft.
start
think
stealing air conditioners.
I think the crime
Something I don't know
is
about
high in the
that, but
summer because all these little teenagers are out of school.
Well, then
that
it
could be
has
a
part
thing
of it.
too.
He's right. They've done studies on it. There's like a psychological effect to it. Like when the power went out, was it in L.A. in the 80s? Maybe, I don't know. It was in a big city in the 80s. The power went out for like 2-3 weeks or whatever, and like
Fire, Nick, fire.
Yeah.
just the heat itself
What
like
flavor is that, Nick?
causes like
Yeah, like
unwanted stress.
anywhere.
You know
Yeah,
what I
as
mean?
soon as the temperatures go up, the temperatures go up in a person. Like they just want to start fights. And it's like a real fucking thing. And like people don't understand these things.
Hey, Nick,
It's all Mhm.
What?
you want to know how easy it is to lose $100? I just lost $100 in my bet right now, so it's
Damn.
bet on the
all
Would
good. I
you
Pacers.
just made another bet.
would you bet? Would you bet on the coin flip?
No, I just bet on these Clippers.
Yo, Noah, can you put $100 right now on the Thunder on the next game for me, and I'll pay you.
Bro,
I swear.
Bro, I hate the Thunder, bro. I don't use what's it called? I don't use those sports books you're
Shit.
talking about. I use player
We're
props.
not allowed to bet on sports in California. This
No, I
sucks.
use Prize
We're like
Picks.
the only people
Look
that
up,
can't fucking bet
no,
on sports.
you could use. See, that's why the East Coast is the best too. I'm not saying this shit. My uncle's a big gambler and he makes a lot of money. This guy could be in his sports cave basement in Ohio, Toledo, and he can make a
Mhm.
million, like thousands of dollars in hockey.
I just want to bet
That's what
$100
sucks
right
about.
now, but I can't. Like I'm fucked.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I wish I
this is
could bet
some
it too, but I
bullshit.
can't. I wish I was in Vegas right now, but in
Me too.
California though,
Yeah,
Darth.
dude, if we were in Vegas right now, I'm betting $1,000 on the Thunder, like 100%. I'm telling you, it's a 100% lock, bro.
Yeah, but Indiana's home tonight. But you're right though. OKC's good, but Indiana's home
They're
though
gonna
tonight.
cook them. They are literally gonna cook the Pacers at home.
I hate OKC. Like when they had Kevin Durant and
I don't
fucking
like them
James
either.
Harden
Nope.
and
Okay,
Russell
to be
Westbrook.
fair, I don't like them either, but I know the Pacers are about to get smoked, bro. Like,
Bro, why didn't they? Hey,
do you know
hey,
somebody that can I send $100 to? I'll PayPal them right now.
You should hit
I
up
don't
my
know.
I
Ask
want to
your
brother.
bet on
buddies.
sport.
Ask your buddies in the chat. I don't know.
That's a fair point. Yeah, you're
But
not
yeah,
wrong.
so I'm dabbing this Apple Sunday Diamonds, and I swear to God, they definitely added fake
I
terps
thought
in
you
these.
said
But
Noah. For the record, you said you had an uncle that could place bets.
Nah, but he plays bets for himself, so but it's not me because he lives
All right.
somewhere else. And I don't want him to like go through all that shit. You know what I mean? He's a nice gentleman.
What if I add your $100? I'll pump
I
you
don't
one
know.
hundred
He does
dollars.
his own bets.
All right,
I just, you know what I mean? I'm not like that. I mean, Darth, you know what I mean? I'm not trying
that's
to be
fair.
a bookie like that.
I get
there
it.
you go. No, you kill me.
I'm honest though, right?
Oh, that's yeah. You'd honestly
you're
turn into a
no.
bookie.
Noah knows because the thing is, like, you have to go to Vegas to actually place the bet. To be
That's
fair,
why I
you got to
can't
be in
wait to move
person.
to Vegas because I can go to a fucking casino every morning and place a fucking bet.
You'll be in
That's
there
what
with
I hear.
fireballs
And
and
guess
bets,
what?
fireballs
And you
and
don't
bets,
and you don't get
And
taxed from the
making
bet too.
money. Yep.
And
making
you don't get
money.
taxed from it.
Noah knows.
Look at that diamond.
Yeah, no tax
Dart,
on your wins.
I don't know if you've seen this guy on TikTok. He lost $1 million because he had a
He bet Drake's bet.
no, yeah,
Drake always loses.
no, not Drake. Drake doesn't give a fuck. He makes so much money. No, there's a guy.
Yeah, but
He
every
walked
team
into
Drake
Vegas.
bets on
No, he
always
walked.
loses.
Look, Dart, listen.
That's why you would never bet whatever Drake bet the
Bet
opposite,
the
right?
opposite.
Well, listen, there's a guy that walked into I think I forgot Caesar's hotel or something, in like whatever, like any like some hotel. He brought $1 million in a bag, bro, and he put it all on the fucking the where you place your bet,
Oh yeah.
and he lost it on game two
Like
when the
I
Pacers
think he
won
might be
game
a
two.
retarded.
Nah, but dude, this guy makes so much money though.
Yeah, but you can't be putting 1 million on one bet.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Steve will do it. You know, Steve will do it. That owns Happy Dad, and
Yeah, that's
he's like,
another retard. Yeah. He always
no,
loses,
bro,
by the way.
I support Steve will do it. Don't call him a retard, bro.
Hey,
No,
I
no,
got this.
No,
he's
hey,
entertaining, but he's like, hold
Dart.
on,
He
no, no,
makes
no, no,
more
no.
money
I'm
than
gonna
you
press
will.
pause.
I
How
love
about
you,
yo,
Dart,
no,
but he'll make
Noah,
more.
Noah,
Dart,
Noah? How
stop,
about I
stop.
press pause on
How,
you? How about I
Dart?
press pause on you?
How
How
old
about
is
I
Steve
press
will do
pause
it?
on you? You're
Look
lying
at,
right now. If you haven't watched, he always loses. What are you talking about, my guy?
but he's
Come on,
sponsored.
you're
But
crazy.
guess what? But Darth, I've been watching Steve will do it, and Nick is
Yeah, he
laughing at you
always
right now
loses
because he made
because he knows
Nick.
he
Nick,
always
how much does
loses
Steve will do it money have?
He
You
does
just count
good.
a lot,
this. Every
and he
time I
always
buy a
loses.
Happy Dad, guess what? His
Oh
team's
yeah.
going up.
Well, I think the gambling he does online, he gets paid to do it anyway, so it doesn't
Yeah,
really
he
matter.
does on
That's what I'm
Roobet. On
saying.
Roobet, look,
Yeah.
Roobet.
Those bets don't
He
even count,
listen,
though.
listen. Can I talk, bro? Please. Can I talk, Dart? You always keep on over talking everybody. I'm not trying to be veggie, bro. So let me talk, and you can talk after me. All right. So listen to me. Steve will do it when he streams on Roobet. He's sponsored by the owner of Roobet, fucking Howie. So let me after this. Look, when he goes to Vegas at Red Rock, that's his own money. You think a casino's gonna give him free money, bro? You're fucking stupid, dog. It's called you know what I mean? So, Darth, I love
Hold
you,
on.
but guess what? He has so
You're
much.
funny.
Darth,
You're
let me
funny.
talk, Darth.
Red
I know.
Rock sponsors him, so he
All right,
comes into
Darth.
the
Darth,
casinos
I love
to
I
bet
gave
with
you a
free
sub.
money.
I love how I gave you a sub. Now you're
They
talking. You're just
literally
hating.
give him money to bet with. What are you
No,
talking
they
about, my
don't,
guy?
brother. All right, all
You're
right.
crazy. You're
So
crazy. His
you're telling
losses
me
are
that
not his
hey,
losses.
you're telling me
Nope.
that one streamer exposed on Kick does the same thing?
I think you
See,
need to
I
reevaluate
Darth,
your boy
Darth.
Steve.
No,
But yeah,
you don't know Darth. I gamble more than you in your life, brother. And I'm
all right,
28, and you're
that's
probably
fair.
40, right, or 30. I don't know. I'm not trying to ask how your age is,
I'm
but
up there, bro.
You
What does
think you
age
know your
have
shit,
anything to
bro?
do with
I've been
anything?
knowing these guys. Steve will do it since I've been 18, brother.
All right.
So
I'm
Darth,
just
I
saying,
know
like
you're
they
just
give him
Darth. You just
credit.
sound Darth. Just to be honest, I love you, but you always sound like a hater. You're always disappointed
No, no,
when
no.
someone says
I'm
something
just
good.
saying Steve will do it. He
Darth, you
gets
just can
credit
you
at
just
the
say
Red
that,
Rock. They
please?
give
Can you just
him
agree?
credit chips. And then what he loses, he doesn't lose.
All right. You could
Yep.
just always stop
That's
talking. I'm just gonna
crazy
stop
if you
talking,
think
bro.
he actually loses money. That's actually wild.
That's why I'm just gonna stop talking, bro.
That's actually
My
wild.
dad
You think
gambles a lot
Steve
of money, brother. So
actually
he,
takes those out? He does
relax,
not take
bro.
those losses, bro. I'm telling you. I'm just
See, that's
being
why I
straight
like
up with the
David.
man.
David knows me, bro. Dude, I I'm fucking 28, bro, and I've been at the casino probably more than you in your lifetime, brother.
That's very
Just I'm
fair.
not trying
But
to
I'm
be
just
like
saying, Steve is
I'm not
gives
trying to speak
he
fat. I'm
gets
not trying to be
credit.
a dick. All right, okay, end the conversation, dog. But Steve will do it. Has
All right.
more money. Are you driving a Lamborghini? Are you driving a
I
Urus? Are
wish.
you driving these
I want
Rolls
a
Royces?
Ferrari.
No.
I'd rather drive a Ferrari than a Lambo, to be fair.
Ferrari's gay. What do you say?
Yeah, but the Lambo breaks down like every five
Ferraris break
yards.
down too, brother. Ferraris break down too, brother. My buddy had one.
All right, let me rock that.
All right.
Then I'll
Can I
See,
tell?
I'll
All right. Can I
report back.
see,
tell a
I'm gonna
story?
take another fireball just to be on Dart's level, dog, because
Send
he
it.
thinks he knows all this
All right.
shit.
All
Cheer.
right.
Yo, Noah, you're my guy. To be honest, I don't know why you're trying to full
Nah,
send on
you
me
think
right
you
now,
know the
but
shit, my boy, and I'm just speaking facts, and now you're
all
trying to
right.
get back at everybody. Come on, my
If
boy.
you want to go there, I'll break you downtown to Chinatown real quick in an instant, man. Like
Yeah, that's what
you
she
need to
said to
calm
me,
down a
brother.
little bit.
That's what she
I
told
think
me
you need to
one
chill.
day.
Yo, Nick, can you tell your boy to chill a little bit, man?
Let's just hear my story. Can I tell the story? All right.
Send it.
So there was this John Daly story. So he told this story, I believe, on Nelk, and it was a funny story because he was told about his buddy who was gambling there, and his buddy lost like $1.5 million, right? And he's like, I'll write you a check or whatever. I'm good for it because they knew, him and they go, no, we need the cash. And he goes, you need the cash? And they go, yeah, we're only taking cash. And he's like, all right. And he went and got the cash, gave him the 1.5 million. Next day he goes, they were going to go gamble. They were going to go golf, but he wanted to gamble first. So the guy goes down and gambles, and the dude ended up winning $52 million. And he walked up to the counter and they said, can we write you a check? And he goes, no, I want cash. I said, if I'm going to have to pay you in cash, you got to pay me in cash. And it basically ended up shutting down this little casino because of that. It was a crazy story. I remember hearing that. I was like, damn, this guy was like
Yo, Nick,
he
yo,
was like a
Nick,
billionaire though.
hold up. Yo, Nick, what was the fucking point of that goddamn story? I'm trying to
We're
make heads
talking,
or tails.
No,
talking
I'm
about
just speaking
Vegas
facts, and you don't know your facts, though. That's it. I'm
and
just ending the
gambling, right?
conversation,
We
Dart.
were talking about gambling,
Darts
right?
and
All right.
darts.
I
And don't
couldn't.
start talking stuff. And I'm not even getting that little mojo. I don't even fight, my boy. I don't use my hand. I'm 4'6", bro. Like if you think you're tough, trying to talk to someone.
You're my dude, man. What are you
I
talking?
know, bro, but
Just chill, my guy.
you think people in Vegas don't gamble with millions of dollars, like how Nick just said. That's how you know you haven't been to Vegas in a while, Darth. The last time you went to Vegas, 1990,
That's
when they were
fair.
gambling only $10,000,
You're not wrong.
thousands. See, bro, I go every month. My dad's a high roller, diamond card. You know what a diamond
I need
card
to
is or
get
no?
on that.
You know what a diamond card
I
is?
don't. I wish.
Yeah, you get any room you want in any hotel, brother.
All right, new topic.
Yeah. New topic.
But
I
at the
love
same
Darth.
time, I
I
did
know,
tell. Hold
but
on. I did tell Nick. When I go to Vegas, I go there for 10 days at a time.
That's a
Nick,
long
did I
time.
not
I
say
know.
this?
Oh, that's a long
Right?
time.
I don't do 10 days.
Oh
I go
man.
4 days in a row. 10 days,
See,
you're
4 days is
fucking lit.
some pussy
Nah,
type shit,
10
man.
days, that's
Like
cool though,
hell no.
because not 10
Like you're
days,
not.
a
You
lot
got
of
to get
people go,
settled into Vegas, man.
but I feel like a lot of people that do those 14, 10 days are like people from the East Coast that go to Vegas that only, or the people
Or
that
if you're
only,
him, I'm actually him. When I go there, I'm actually streaming. I'm doing my
you better
thing.
get laid
I'm
every day, right? Right, Darth? When I
no,
see you,
okay,
there you go.
maybe one. Hold on, that's a good question. I might get laid like 1 out of 4 times, 4 days,
Bro, when
I
I
should
go to
say.
the clubs at
I,
nighttime, I just find my girl. I just find a random girl, and I just start making out with. I don't give a
see, I'm
fuck.
not. I don't rock like that, but yeah, I get that. That's awesome. I actually applaud you on that, dude. If
Bro,
you get pussy like
dude, I'm
each
28,
day,
bro.
then
Bro,
yes.
I'm 28, and since I've been
Mhm.
21, bro, you could ask my uncle, bro. This guy's like, Noah, I don't know how you're a man. I'm like a magnet, bro. Like all these girls when I go to the
Let's
club, like to the
go.
park.
Dude. That's what I'm saying. We got to hang out. We have to hang out in Vegas,
You
even though you
guys
don't
would
like
party
me right
good.
now.
You guys would be best friends. I guarantee it.
We would 100%, like 1,000,000%.
You'd
Where's
have
Mark at?
girls on
Where's
girls.
Erica?
They'd be playing that
Nah,
song.
but I love you,
Girls,
Darth. But I
girls,
love you, Darth.
girls.
But
Dude,
Darth,
I
you're
actually get all the bitches, and then I turn half of them down. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah.
Well, Noah would swoop them up.
You don't even
bro.
have to have money in Vegas.
I'm trying to
Like
get
you
my
could
I'm
just
trying
be
to get my
like good looking almost. I'm almost good looking, and that's how I get the bitches. You don't even have to have money.
not because they like me because they don't see a lot of dwarfs, little people out there. So they're like,
Yeah.
That
let's
could
hang
be,
out with this.
dude. We got to get join forces, dude. We're gonna cook, bro. We're gonna go, and Nick's coming out too, whether he likes it or not. So bring
Nick,
your
if you go,
wife.
bring out your wife so you don't get in trouble, probably.
Yeah.
Well, like I said,
So
hopefully we head out. I don't know when we're gonna go. I mean, if I don't know what
whose
we're doing
car?
in
What? I
October.
might be able to, because I have a Mercedes with four. Okay, I have 4 seats, right?
Yeah.
And then if Nick brings his girl and Noah is in, I could scoop you
But I'm in
girls up.
LA,
We
so
can
it's
cruise
gonna be
out there,
weird.
man.
I would just
I'll
fly
split
out
you
and meet you
bros
guys.
up.
I would just everybody just fly out. $80. It's $70 flight.
I
And
know,
dark.
but it's funner to
Yeah, I get. No,
drive.
it's a
Like it's more
drive.
fun
Yeah,
to drive,
yeah.
in my
You're right.
opinion. Like I always love to drive. And plus
What's
my
Eric doing,
Benz is
dude?
like my Benz is a V8, so it fucking cooks. We're gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
100 miles an hour down to fucking Vegas each
dude,
drive.
you can haul ass down there as long as you don't catch a cop. But there's some good
Nah,
roads. There's some
you don't
good
want to
roads to
say that.
move
You don't
on.
want to
That's for
say
Yeah,
that,
sure.
it's
Nick.
not. It's not.
Nick, you don't want
Oh,
to.
we got.
What
Hold
you
on,
just
somebody
said, bro.
joined. Somebody joined. Who joined?
What?
Eric. That's Eric.
Oh,
You
I
can
don't know
say
Aaron.
that. You don't videotape it.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
I don't
No,
want to say
no.
that, but no, I was gonna say, bro, it was funny back then. My aunt, doesn't go to Vegas no more. She goes to like the casinos around here, but she has a
Mm.
Corvette, and she told me it took her, I think, 2.5 hours, and it usually takes us like 4 hours. She was driving her Corvette like at fucking 120 straight ahead.
That's
Oh, damn.
Oh
crazy.
yeah,
That's why,
I bet.
dude.
Yeah,
That's
two
why I
hours
drive
for
my
cooking.
Benz, bro. It's like it cooks, dude. I'll be
And
in
guess what?
Vegas
If the
within
cop saw
like
her, she would have went at 200. She said, "Fuck, hey, come on, pull over me. I'm going
two. Hold
200."
on, you said 200?
No, no,
What the
120. She
fuck?
would go 120,
Okay,
but thank God she
I
saw
haven't
no
hit. I
cops. But
haven't
I
even
think,
hit 120.
yeah, but these cops nowadays, these cars, these Dodges they have, they're fast.
But they're still not gonna catch me,
No, they're
man.
slow. They're slow.
No, they're not, bro. This one cop I saw that pulled over someone that was going 120 not the other day, but like
No,
like
a Challenger is not gonna catch up to my Mercedes
the
CLK
Charger. It was a
430.
Charger, V8
Like,
Charger, bro.
no
The
shot,
Charger, the
bro.
big boy.
Even the Charger ain't gonna. Bro,
No,
I
no, I
got
know
this.
Yeah,
that, but
they're
it
not.
no, it pulled
They're
over
not
a
that
Chrysler.
fast.
It pulled over like you know how like the Chrysler like Dodges, whatever, like look like they try to be like Dodges.
Yeah, those are still weak ass.
What
They
if they're
won't.
they're gonna
No,
eventually
Dude,
have
my
just these
CLK
electric
430,
cars, and you're
man.
gonna be fucked?
Yeah,
bro, no,
electric,
let's
and
be like
I'm chuffed.
Dubai and drive Bugattis and Lamborghini cops cars.
Whoa.
Have you seen the videos of Dubai cop cars?
Yeah, they're fat. Well,
Well,
yeah. I mean,
dude, the
there's
electric
fancy cars
cars
here,
are.
but they ain't
Oh,
actual ones. Yeah.
bro, the cop cars in Dubai have they drive Lamborghinis, bro.
But the Cali cop cars are not electric yet, so I can like easily get away if I need to.
Bro,
Yeah.
these cop cars will never go electric.
Yeah, they will.
If it goes there, I'm going to Nevada or Arizona, bro.
Well,
What is
I already
everything going
put it
to
out in the
electric for,
universe.
bro? What are we fucking living in it's climate change, man. Yeah. But you know what's funny? You guys, and I hope you guys can agree, but you know, like if you destroy the mountain to get all that shit, the batteries, it makes the environment bad.
The lithium batteries.
Yes. When you're
Yeah.
digging into it, when you're digging for the batteries and stuff, and it makes the environment bad, and nobody thinks that. It's everything's bad in the world nowadays. Mark even says it. He said it the other day. It's
They're
like the Earth is on extinction. I love
Oh,
Mark.
we
I said
got. Hold on, we got
we don't
Mark in
deserve
the
the earth.
building.
No,
That's what I was
Mark.
pretty much
I love
saying.
Mark.
We
I
don't
love
deserve
Mark.
the
Mark.
planet that we're on.
Yeah, because we're
Cheers,
making it look
cheers.
so shit. We have no other planets to
Yeah,
go to. We don't even have Mars. We're not even. We're like, what the fuck?
we're yeah, we
Where,
barely at Mars, man. That's
where
like
we're gonna
fucking
go though? We're
desert
just gonna
with some
be in
ice.
space and just fly
Oh no,
everywhere.
hold on. I gotta push Mark on pause real quick. We're on our way to Mars faster than we've ever been. The AI, they're dialing it in, and then they're gonna send in bro, we're going to Mars faster, way faster than
I
anybody
mean, yeah,
thought.
we're going faster. That doesn't mean it's going to happen in a couple
We're gonna
weeks.
Can
be
I
there in
talk
It's
real
20,
like,
quick?
Yeah.
you know how
15
long
years.
it'll
We're
actually take just to even get to
we're not gonna
Mars?
see it. Yeah, we're not gonna see it.
I'll
It
see
takes
it
3
15 years
years.
from now, man. Are
It
you
takes
guys
no.
gonna be alive 15 years from now? We're going to
Yeah,
Mars,
but
bitch.
we don't know
We're,
the future. We can't predict the future. See, a lot of
we're
Right.
going to be on
it's
Mars. What are
like
you talking
that's
about,
what
my
it
guy?
feels like.
Like,
You're trying to predict the future. Like you're just so sure that
I'm
it's going
not.
to happen.
Yeah,
But
He's
it's
but
manifesting it.
automatic. Like,
Manifestation.
can somebody
but
ask
Elon,
ChatGPT or some shit, man? We're going to Mars within 15 years, my guy.
we're not.
Tell you what, you know
Me
what?
and Nick are
If we are in
back.
Mars, if we go to Mars in 15 years or less, I will send you a postcard saying I'm sorry.
You're not
Hey,
going
hell
anywhere,
yeah,
man.
Mark.
Mark your
Mark's like, I'm
calendars,
sorry.
Stay
guys.
wherever you are. You disbeliever. You're literally a disbeliever.
It's like greetings from Mars.
I'm the kind
I
of guy that
disbelieve that.
wants
Hey,
proof.
hey,
Like,
yo.
why would you not? Hold on, Mark. Why would you not want people to go to Mars? Is my question.
It's not that I don't want to. I'm a realist.
We'll die.
Sounds
I
like
need
you're.
proof. I need evidence. I need facts. The facts I know
Hey,
You
right
already
now
sent
is
shit.
we can't. You know how
Hold on.
long it'll take for us to
We
get to
sent
Mars?
rovers to Mars, and then you're still disbelieving this. What?
Well, I mean, what do you mean? There's going to be a planet where in 15 years one person's going to land on it? Is that what we're
We're
saying?
gonna
but
No,
we're gonna
send
touch
it,
the
man.
You know
soil and
what?
we're gonna die. We're gonna touch the soil
You
and
know what?
die.
I already made it to Mars. You ever see Martian? What was his name? Mark. So
Mark,
if anyone would know, it's me.
Or Red
I
Planet?
thought you were Mark. Did
yeah,
I
the red planet,
just?
Red
or
Planet.
yeah.
Man, Red Planet. Wasn't that Val Kilmer?
Yep. I just watched it the other night. That's why I knew it.
Yeah.
I watched it again. That's a
And
good
said we're
movie.
not
rest
going
in
to
So no,
peace.
Mars.
Hey,
it's
That's
not
but
because
that
can
you
I,
don't
I'm
kill
can I,
against
everybody.
it.
can I ask?
That's
It's not that I'm
actually
against it. I'm just
crazy.
saying. I'm
Yo,
just
Mark,
saying it's
hold on.
not that
You're gonna
easy.
hold that we're not gonna be on Mars? We're not gonna set foot on Mars within
Can I
15
talk one
years?
day?
That's crazy, bro.
Can I
You're
talk one
actually
second?
wild,
It is
bro.
crazy.
All right. What are you going to say, Noah?
We're gonna be
Woo!
there.
All right, let me talk. Let me talk. So look, so the first person that goes to Mars, right? They better pay those guys or 4 people that go to Mars, families, billions or millions of dollars, or sacrifice their lives for us.
Because they
I
probably won't be
recommend that.
coming back home. Not in their
Yeah, they're
lifetime,
not gonna come
at
back
least.
home. They're not coming back home.
Yeah, they're gonna live
That's
on
what I
Mars
say.
and
They're
live a
gonna die
peaceful
up there.
life. They're probably gonna interbreed. They're gonna breed
Bro,
and make babies
dude,
on Mars,
the
bro.
chances of like, what's the guy? That one black guy. He's a smart guy on YouTube. Like Nick, you already know. I always
Oh,
forget
Neil
his name,
deGrasse
but
Tyson. Neil
Yeah.
deGrasse Tyson.
he
Yeah.
says there's a time every time when we gotta launch something to go to Mars because our galaxy, our world we live in, like it's like weird. Like
Oh,
it
I
goes
know.
like
That's a trajectory. I know. There's a certain time you can do
you
it.
can't
But
just send someone right now to Mars because the
yeah, it's like
chances of
three
them
months out of
you
or not even a
wait,
year. It's
imagine, hey,
actually 3 years or
imagine you
something like
might be
that.
5 minutes early or an hour early, and the guy 3 years later might pass Mars on accident because
I
they went
know.
too early.
They're pretty good at
So
that. But if they land on Mars, does it count as a win if they don't come back?
yes, if
No,
they land
Yes.
they're
successful,
going to Mars for a
I
reason. They
mean,
are
if
there
you
to
shoot
make
an
babies
arrow at a
to
target and it hits,
populate Mars. Hold on, yo, Nick. I feel like you're asking some weird ass questions, like trying to get us to like. If you go to Mars, your trip to Mars is one way, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I
Like,
don't think any. No, they wouldn't. They would never. They would never let them go as a one way. They would have to say it's going to be a two-way, whether or not it's going to work.
No.
Nick, I'm sorry to say,
This.
Nick, they're not gonna. The first trip might not be like that, bro.
They already
Because
said
well,
that
they're
they would
gonna
have
have.
to send so much equipment to Mars way ahead of them in order
you know
for
how
them
much,
to make
you
it
know how
work.
much,
That's the
eh,
food alone.
Yeah.
you know how much most of you know what's crazy? How the spacecraft is gonna carry more gas than equipment. You know that, right?
I understand, but you can only make so much food. You'd have to send so much equipment ahead before you could send anybody if you expected them to live there for long term.
Well, I don't know. On the Martian, he had
Where the
potatoes that
fuck?
he grew with his poop.
How are they gonna know where the fucking thing's gonna? They're gonna land where the fucking wait,
That's it.
Nick. Are they gonna
Potatoes.
Nick? Are they gonna land right where the fucking food's at, or what? What happens if they
That's
don't? They
what they
gotta.
do.
Yeah.
They're landing rocket ships back on pads. Yes, they're going to land everything in one area, and then they're going to land in it, and they would have habitats and food and everything they could do. That'd be the only way they do it. But they'd have to do that
But I
years
feel
in
like,
advance, years and years in
yeah.
advance.
But I feel like, but just know that they're the fucking flight to fucking Mars is 3 years.
I know. That's why I said it'd be very difficult to do in
What's the
15.
odds if the fucking spacecraft just fucking just
Well,
battery
imagine all
dies?
those extra shit you're sending to Mars ahead of you. If any of those things go wrong, you got
You
to
know we should
Make
just
it
resend
have.
more
crash.
You know we
shit.
should just.
Like
You know we
it's
should
just
just have, bro. We should just have a fucking like a big ass hotels in space, like those movies, like fucking
Like
how they
in
have like those.
2001.
Yeah, like you know how they have like fucking like
Yeah. They had a
Shit,
Howard
we're a little
Johnson.
behind.
what's the movie Tom Cruise? What's the movie with Tom Cruise or his
24 years.
his daughter was older than him, and like he woke up
I
and
think
he
it was
was in the bed.
Minority Report.
No, that's Interstellar with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
my
like, that
bad.
was Matthew McConaughey. I was
Yeah,
like, what?
my bad.
What?
That's a great
My
movie,
bad.
though. It is a great movie. That movie
Dude,
is like in my top 5.
Dude, that's how it's gonna be, or what? That's how it might be, right, or what?
Maybe.
I don't know. It's
That's
a
how it
movie.
is gonna be, bro. It's gonna be so hard. Do you think a million? How long do you think a million people will be on Mars? How many years?
Dude, that's literally happening in 30 years from now, bro.
1,000
Like, what are you
years.
talking about?
Darth, you're saying a million people will be there in 30 years?
70 years.
In
70,
30
70,
years,
70.
there's going to be 1,000
It
people on
depends
Mars.
how fast
100%.
AI
I
You
said
can
a
guys
speed
million.
up
you think
space
different.
travel.
What'd you
If
say,
AI
Dang?
can speed up space travel exponentially, then you could cut down on a lot of these things by a lot of time. But if it doesn't, then we're still stuck at the same idea of
I
what we
think
have now.
what
How long it
I
takes to
think
get to Mars.
it's lost on everyone's brain the technology advancements with AI, right? So like
Because if we
we're
could get
full
to Mars in
sending
30
to
minutes,
Mars in the next 20 years, whether you
yeah,
like it or not. It's a game over. It's not even like a discussion. Like we're liter 1,000 people will be on Mars within 20 years.
We can't even guarantee that outside of our radiation belt that people can survive on Mars for
AI,
that
bro.
long. They're going to have so
AI.
much radiation dumping on them. They would have to have these giant lead shielding on there to survive for any length of time.
Did
they
you
got to
hold
go
on?
activate
Imagine
the
hold on,
pyramids.
20 years. The
Pyramids, that
AI
sounds
20
good.
years from now, how far advanced is AI 20 years from now? Bro, we're talking about multi rocket
Oh,
ships
here's something
full
I've heard
sending
online.
to
You know
Mars.
what? You
Like,
know why there's
bro,
aliens in the ocean? They said maybe they came here years ago, but the radiation was so bad that they had to go underwater because water protects you from radiation. So they built all
Yeah,
their
that's why
bases
that's why,
underwater.
you know what's
Does it?
crazy? Hey, hey guys, why do we worry about Mars? What, they say, look,
Yes, it
ask your
does,
thing,
Mark.
Nick, ask your little thing.
Mhm.
You know
What?
we only searched 20% of the whole ocean. Ask your little thing.
Well, it's less
How
than
much
that.
else?
It's less than that.
No,
But
Bro,
less
there's
than that. It's like
aliens.
1%.
There's fucking aliens everywhere down there, dog. I'm out. I'm fucking never going down
but
there.
the thing is when they
That,
say it, here's the thing. People when they say it, when they're saying all of the ocean, they mean 1%, and then like it sounds small, but they're also talking the water. They're not talking. They scanned well more than 1% of the seabed of the ocean. It's just
oh,
they when
yeah,
they say it,
definitely.
a lot of people are assuming the entire ocean, which that isn't how it works. You're just looking for the seabed, but
yeah, the coral reef is chalked.
They're taking all the aliens back where it came from.
it's
That's
kind
what
of
they're
like
doing
remember
too.
back in the day, they say we only use like 7% of our brain or 10%. We only use it at a time. We use our entire
Yep.
brain. we,
Hey,
we,
you know
we
what's the
definitely
best?
use
Literally,
our entire
Hey,
brain.
bro, the best
we're all
movie,
living in
bro.
a
Hey,
Simpsons episode, and all the politicians are just aliens.
Probably. Well, that we already seen that. Watch the slow mo
Where the hell are
replays.
you going?
bro, the best movie I saw, like that's like about aliens, fucking Signs. Remember when the guy put the like the butter knife under the fucking
Oh, yeah, that
door?
big,
Probably.
Wait
yeah,
for the
knife,
knife
and
hit.
yeah, the fingers come
That
out.
shit
The
is
fingers
fuck
come
that
out.
shit, mom. Fuck that, dog. If I see
Nah,
an
the best
alien, bro,
part,
I got my fucking AR-15, but that shit might not even work.
And I
Cause the alien
start
might
the
be
best
fucking.
part
Oh
blasting.
was from
wow.
the best part was the that recording of the birthday party
He said, "This
where all
might
the
not even
kids are
Bro,
work."
screaming, and then they see the alien walk across. Yeah, that was like
that was terrible. That
that
was
was
weird.
perfect.
And the,
Dude,
That
that's
was
why
great,
the
man.
killing
movies
with
are
the
not this.
water.
That was like I missed that. That movie is
I'll have to admit,
badass.
I don't know if I watched Signs.
You should
I was
watch it
like,
with your
yeah,
wife.
dude, Mel
Everybody,
Oh,
Gibson
that
and
movie is
Joaquin
good.
Phoenix.
everybody
Yeah.
spoiled it for
Yo,
me back
Nick,
in the
you have
day,
to see
and so I
Signs,
just was like,
bro.
I don't know if I want to watch it anymore.
Just
So I
watch
Spoiler
it.
just
Well,
free.
it's
deleted
not
it.
like
Signs is very good.
the spoiler isn't level the same level as the
Don't
Sixth
spoil it.
Sense.
Don't spoil it. Signs is very good. Nick, you have to watch that, bro.
Maybe
It's very
tonight, me
good.
and my wife will have a Signs movie.
It's
I don't
very.
think she's
It'll
watched
creep
it
you the
either.
fuck out, bro. You're gonna be like cuddling your wife,
Yeah, she's
100%.
gonna be cuddling you like fucking shit.
When they start walking on top of the roof, oh,
Oh
bro.
yeah, don't spoil. Yeah, but
Well,
that
I
shit,
would
that
see it on
movie.
TV periodically, and I would watch
Well,
10, 15 minutes of it, and be like,
See, they don't
eh.
make movies like that no more, bro. No, like they don't make scary movies like that no more.
I
true.
love that movie. You just reminded me. I'm gonna
All
re-download
right, meet
that.
him at a
Hold
Bro,
up.
police station.
Dude, I watched that movie when I was like,
Yeah.
what year did that come out? Like early 2000s, right? 2000
I don't
something.
even know. It was so
It's a police,
good,
a
man.
police station.
I watched it
Mark,
like years
when Mark
after
comes
it
back,
came
he'll
out.
know. When Mark
So
comes back, I'm gonna ask Mark.
it was
Mark knows
really good.
everything.
All right. Hey guys, I want to ask you something.
Yo.
My wife
What?
is trying to sell a laptop. She has a buyer on Facebook. Isn't it the best
Meet in a
way to do
well-lit
that
parking lot.
is to meet in a police station parking lot?
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna get kidnapped.
No, police station parking lot. That sounds.
You can change it. And if
You
he
don't have
doesn't
a.
like the idea of meeting at the police station, then something's up.
2002.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
She might be kidnapped.
2002, Noah.
And they
So
got
Damn,
her
so I watched that
fucking
movie when I
little
was like 6 years.
laptop.
See, I watched crazy movies when I was young.
You
Were
mean I
you
was
guys
watching
kids? Did
Faces
you?
of Death?
Bro, I love my dad, dude. Growing
man,
up, dude,
Faces of Death
dude,
wasn't even real.
bro, growing up, my
Bullshit.
dad,
You are
Yeah,
crazy,
It
man.
wasn't
bro,
real. It wasn't
100.
real. No, it was
childhood.
found out that it was fake. It
There was
was exposed as
there
fake.
was 5 movies. Maybe the last one was. I guarantee you the first. There was actual live footage of like people committing suicide, people dying, people shooting themselves. No, that was not fake.
There weren't
The
aliens
dude who
running
got
on the
grabbed
roof
by the
like Sign.
alligator, that was not fake. They didn't have
Oh
technology
yeah,
to
it was
make a
totally
video
fake.
like that. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they did.
No. Here, I
Yo,
look it
Nick,
up.
you need to watch
You think it
Signs.
was?
It was a
It's
military
funny. It's
Was
production.
the
very
Faces of
interesting to
Death
me.
movies
Like you
fake?
never
happened?
saw that movie. Like
What?
what the fuck, man? You never saw Signs. Like that's extra
Well,
weird to
again,
me. Like
I've never been a huge M. Night Shyamalan fan. I've never. What was the other one? With Bruce
Sixth Sense.
Willis. Yeah, I was one.
Sixth Sense.
I hardly watched. I
Unbreakable.
eventually watched it like
Yeah, that's a
partly.
good movie.
I watched that one like eventually throughout hours of time, but I wasn't a big
can
fan.
you watch Signs tonight and report back? Is that okay?
Yeah,
You
well,
got homework.
Oh,
Mr.
Hey,
Alien Conspiracy hasn't seen one of the
it's
best
so
alien
good.
movies out there.
listen. Yes, a majority of the Faces of Death movies are fake, but the original ones released in 1978, The Faces of Death, marked a shocking documentary footage of actual death, accidents, gruesome accidents. However, some of them were staged in the later years. I told you the original ones were not staged; they were old movies.
Well,
They
some
were
of them,
fucked up.
all right. Some of the footage was staged. Some of the footage was not.
Well, no, they said the original one. That's the one I was talking about. You can
But
look
it
it up.
did say, however, some of the footage was fake.
Yeah, in the later years, they said, but not the original. The original was real.
Okay.
hey, what's the movie with the fucking guy that was in the sewer? The clown thing?
Oh, it.
Bro, I remember I saw that when I grew like at 7 years old. 8 no, like what like dude, that shit was scary fucking movie.
Yeah.
The original one's the best one. I don't like the new one. I like the original one.
But yeah, well, that sucks that some of them were fake too. But I remember some
I'm
of
gonna
them
make
was
myself some
actual
food.
assassinations.
What happened to Darth?
I'll
He
see you
left
guys
or he
later.
just
Oh, I know. We just lost Darth.
Alright, Dank.
Later, man.
Dank,
All
you
right,
leaving,
later,
Dank?
Dank.
Alright,
Take it
Dank.
easy, bud.
I'll
Thanks
see
for
you guys
coming on.
later.
Have a good day, bud.
It's nice seeing you, man. Nice seeing you, Dank.
Yep.
Yeah, Dank.
We haven't seen him for like a week, no? It's
He
cool to
gets.
see him.
He's been
Well,
trained.
down
You know, he's
for
got grows and shit.
people.
Nah, but he's got to
He's
sell his
also in the
house.
moving process.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, moving and he's redoing his whole house. Yeah.
I want him to come to the West Coast side, Nevada. It's cool.
Well, I love you.
But yeah, that sucks that some of them were fake. Then I'm depressed to
What?
hear that.
What fake?
Some of the Faces of Death were faked.
What?
The Faces of Death we were talking about.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
We were talking about the Faces of Death movies. Well,
The movies. It's a series of videos. It's a compilation of death.
yeah, they were all just
Hey,
gruesome
David.
scenes.
David, our conversation changed real quick. We're peace love over here. We hate love, peace love, everything we love everybody.
That's why you got to stay tuned. You never know where it'll be. Back to Mars.
Yeah. Like we all have ADHD.
I know.
Yeah, but the cost to go to Mars is too expensive. No offense.
It's just like I
mean,
said. I just think it's gonna be hard. But anyway, what were you gonna say, Mark?
Yeah, like you're right though, Nick.
I
they
don't
have
think
to
15
they have
years.
to send stuff, Nick, low key, like they're like, you know how we have satellites out there in space? So you have to send something to drop shit for like food and like other things.
Yeah.
But it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be. It might be hard for them to land their spacecraft.
No.
And how you don't think it's gonna be hard for them to land
No. They landed
any
exactly.
other?
They landed on the moon, right where they were supposed to land. You know, they missed about like
Yeah.
they can dial this shit in. But no, but the thing
And they
is
go back to the same spot
yeah,
whenever
well,
they went
like
back to the
first of
moon,
all,
they went
all
back
the
to the same
equipment
spot.
would have to go there and land already perfectly
Yeah, but
before they
no, but
even
you would have.
send people.
But then the people would the spacecraft would have to know where that shit's already. You don't want to go like.
Well, I mean, they
It's
dial all that
everything's
in.
already
They calculate all that.
everything's calculated. Everything's calculated. The
So you're
whole
telling
trip,
me all these
everything
people are
that they
like
do.
fucking math
No,
magicians?
they've got computers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, they also
but
they got
also
top computers now.
mathematicians.
But yes, they do that.
They have the
But
computers, they have the brains. It's like they can just all calculate it all out
it
to
would
the exact
I
like
guarantee they
square
couldn't get
mile,
everything
like
to.
the
But to do it without it, it would be like going to Mars in a U-Haul and being like, well, whatever you pack here, it's gonna live there forever with it. That would be impossible almost, you know.
I would never go to Mars because I can't gamble over there, so I'm staying in the Earth.
Yeah, he already
I
said no
think going to
gambling.
Mars itself is
That
a
is a
gamble.
gamble.
Yeah, that is a gamble. So I'm staying over here.
I would
You're only
only
gonna
do it.
gamble with your money, not
I
your
would
life.
only do it if I could come back. If there's a way to come back, because I sure as
But
hell don't want to risk
honestly, I
staying
don't think
fucking
the
there.
first, maybe the first people might, but I don't think, like, I heard a thing that they said that first 4 people might not be able to come back, but I'm not sure. But
But
maybe
also again,
eventually.
I would still like to see this radiation because you would have no fucking protection from radiation. It would be very dangerous.
Is there a fucking moon on Mars?
I think
Does
they got
Mars
a.
have
I
a
think they
moon?
got a small moon or two. They might. I think they have two
That's
small
no
moons.
moon. It's a space station.
Yeah. Does
Like,
Mars have moons? I'm pretty sure they have two small moons. I could
what
be
is it,
wrong.
Phobos and something? I don't know.
Oh. ChatGPT was down yesterday and slowly coming back. Yep, two moons. Yep, Phobos and Deimos or
So what
whatever.
does that mean? You
Deimos.
got
Oh, I was
fucking.
right. I was right on one of them. I was like, it was
Ah,
Phobos and something.
I was
I was
right.
right
I
on one
was
of
right
them.
about
So
two moons. All right, what were you saying,
I
Noah?
was, hey, I got one of the names. I got one. That's pretty damn good.
so what do you have? 2 nights and a day or what? What the fuck? I'm confused. They have 2 moons.
Well, that doesn't change the night and day pattern.
Only the sun
Isn't
does.
Mars bigger than Earth
No,
or smaller?
No,
slightly
it's smaller.
smaller. Yeah,
Why are we trying to go to Mars? The fuck?
I thought we just
Mars
discussed.
sucks.
I thought we just discussed how
It's a
we
bunch
can't
of
go to
red
Mars.
dirt. It's a bunch of red dirt and ice. There's nothing really for us there.
Some people think
Ice is
Mars is
how far?
a moon of another planet that disappeared.
How far is the ice down, like from the ground?
It's
Thousands
on
of
the
meters.
surface. Like some of it's on the surface, some of it's underneath. Like it's
So
just
you're telling me they have ice, but they have no fucking vegetables on the thing?
no, because you got to have water. Yeah, it's got to be able to melt.
What
Yeah, but
And
plants
doesn't
if you
grow in
ice
hold it,
ice?
melt?
it
What
melts.
plants grow in ice?
But doesn't ice melt though
Plants.
eventually?
He said plants.
Yeah, but doesn't
No,
ice
not if
eventually
it's
melt to get greener? Like,
yeah, if it heats up, but since they don't have the atmosphere like Earth does, everything just stays cold.
so you're telling me there's like a part of like Mars that there's just an ice place.
It's just
Yes.
ice, yeah, ice and dirt.
Does ice taste good?
I don't know, but if I went there,
No
I'd
one
be.
knows.
You
No
got to
one's
go
been to Mars to
skiing.
try it.
You got to go skiing on it and be the first person to snowboard and ski on Mars. That would
Get
be pretty
you. You
sick.
know what? It tastes like you've had the tiger's blood flavored snow cones. That's what it tastes like.
That's funny.
But I would, dude. But fuck, what's that movie where they had that monkey and those guys? That space movie. They had like when they went to space and they locked themselves in the fucking thing.
He's talking about
The monkey
the dude from Half Baked or whatever.
What? Yeah, yeah. My
with Jim
Mark, you know what I'm
Brewer
talking about?
or no
Yeah.
Harlem Rocket Man. Are you thinking about Rocket
Yeah,
Man?
yeah.
Yeah, where
Harley.
the monkey was in the
Yeah,
and they
Rocket Man.
and like that one guy, his shit didn't work, so he couldn't sleep.
There was Space Chimps, but that was animated. That was a computer animated movie.
Put a monkey
Planet
in
of
it.
the
It's
Apes
always
had a
funny.
monkey.
What was the
But
one with
dude,
the dude from Friends who had the monkey in the hotel or whatever?
Oh,
Was
Ed.
it Ed? Yeah.
Was it Ed? Is
Ed.
that the name?
Some-
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was. Yeah, he had the monkey. Yeah,
And then they had dogs in all the movies. Space Jam or Air Bud and shit.
like that's gonna. Yeah, look that Matt LeBlanc. That's who
Yeah,
it
Matt
is,
LeBlanc.
and a
What
chimp.
movie had Matt LeBlanc and a monkey? It was a chimp. 13. Ed. Yep, 1996.
Man, I'm too good at knowing shit that's not gonna help me.
Well, we're gonna get it. We got to get in some movie trivia. There's some good game
And Nick,
shows
Yeah,
out
well,
here in
you gotta
Southern
go to some bar
California.
trivia.
Southern California's got
Dude,
some actual game shows, though.
if we got into some bar trivia, oh my god,
Yeah, we do
we would
pretty
be
good.
unstoppable.
see Nick, that's why I like to smoke like rosin because you know how I could tell like if I went to your house right now, I could probably tell like if those were terps. Is you could smell when you open a jar and you put your nose in it, and it's like you could smell like if it's bud, right? I don't
Oh,
know,
trust
right?
me. I know. I smelled a ton of weed in my life. I can tell real terps from fake terps. I
Do you
guarantee
smell
it.
weed?
I guarantee if I open up all these diamonds, they're gonna all smell almost the same. They're gonna have that little backhand, but we'll see.
No, but you get what I'm saying. Like you're a pro, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But I've also fucked with fake diamond, and I've had fake terps spilled on me in the lab, fucking around doing shit, and that's the worst.
Is it sticky or what? Sticky?
Smells pretty good.
I don't think it's gonna be sticky, right? Because there's no sugar in it.
What, this one? Yeah, this is terps and diamonds.
No, he asked if the Turks that spelled on you were sticky.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
slightly,
oh
slightly.
my god, bro.
They were sticky and stinky.
Yeah, they're sticky and stinky, the binky and everything.
Uh,
What do you know what Turks it was? What the Turk was?
I don't even. I had a ton back then because I was making like several different vape pens, and so I had like these sheets of every single one, and so I had like this giant shelf of terps. I don't remember which one, but I had a special mixer homogenizer, and so I'd have to put the terps in, homogenize the distillate, then I would jar it, mark it, and put it off the side for what flavor it was, and then it got shipped to the people to put it into vape pens and shit. Good shit. Well, guys, I'm gonna get off here, guys.
Damn.
I've got to spend some time with the wife. I'm gonna go get some lunch, pick up the kid. I doubt I'll be on later, but I will be on in the morning, guys.
All right, happy
All right. Hey,
anniversary.
have a good anniversary. Take her somewhere special.
Awesome, guys. Thank you guys very much. I'll see you
Happy
guys in the morning,
anniversary.
guys. Thank you, guys. Peace out.
Later.